cucumber and lime.
Okay.
I'm getting the cucumber juice.
Yeah, cucumber.
I'm not sure what's going on with cucumber. Why do people want to drink cucumbers?
I'm not a big fan of cucumbers.
I like cucumbers like as a veg. Are they fruit or vegetable?
They're vegetables.
Okay,
Yeah,
as a vegetable, I like them in sandwiches.
They're
but
like gourd-esque.
yeah,
Gourd-esque.
Right?
Gordian.
Yeah, they're Gordian style.
Yeah, you can
vegetables.
tie them up in knots.
They're like anorexic gourds.
They're gourd supermodels.
Oh yeah, sure. You seen this Ozempic stuff?
Ozempic? What the fuck is an Ozempic?
Ozempic is like I think it's like a diabetes medication or something.
Okay. Does it give you diabetes or?
No, like it helps.
That would be a very.
It has a medical purpose, but it also causes you to lose weight. So now, like, celebrities and like rich people are paying ungodly amounts of money to get it prescribed off label for weight loss.
Huh.
Like, and it's causing like a shortage of supply for people who
have diabetes.
actually need. I don't remember if it's for sure diabetes. I know that it has a medical purpose.
Is
But
it
like,
the kind of actually never forget it. Never mind. Keep going.
But so these people are basically hoarding the whole supply of this medicine just to lose weight.
Couldn't they make like a sister drug that uses some of the same chemicals that causes you to lose weight but doesn't take away from people with diabetes?
I don't know if there's not like enough of a supply.
I feel like that's a marketing opportunity. You could
something.
jack up the price on that, and all these rich motherfuckers would be
Oh
buying
yeah,
it.
they're paying unbelievable amounts of money for it because you're getting it prescribed off label for like a non-essential medical use.
Right.
So like insurance would cover it if you had. I'm going to keep saying diabetes, but I could be wrong. But if you have
Diabetes.
Diabetes. Yeah, that's it, right?
Diabetes.
Too bad none of us got like that fucking walrus mustache.
But apparently, I've now discovered, thanks to Google's recommendations for news articles for me to read, that there's a thing called Ozempic butt.
Ozempic butt?
Yeah, and apparently,
You got a bad case of Ozempic.
your butt just starts looking a certain way after you take.
How does it look? What does a certain way mean?
You know, I'm not a fan of that guy's butt. It looks a certain way. You know,
like is it like indented or something? Like is it leaking? Is like one side, is one cheek
you
like?
you gotta take something for your leaky butt.
Yeah.
Is one cheek like kind of drooping? You know, like you got like droopy dog, yeah, look like an asshole kind of.
You got a droopy asshole, man. You can't sit on my couch.
Ozempic butt, characterized by sagging skin on the butt, is gaining traction as
They were close.
reported side effect of the weight loss drug. Yeah.
So is it like it causes you to lose weight, like in a certain way that makes you fat, like, or your skin just kind of sag down as there's no more fat?
Yeah, you just have like a hangy butt.
A hangy butt. That's
yeah, like a deflated balloon. Just your butt kind of. I guess like it causes you to lose weight so fast that your skin can't like snap back.
Is it just the butt, or is it like your gut too?
It said like it's specifically in like curvier areas of the body. So like I mean,
hypothetically, if I was one of those people who had like really fat arms and I took a lot of Ozempic, would I look like I had like fucking like flying squirrel wings?
You'd have like those old people wings.
Would I have to change my name to Rocky? Fucking talking high pitched voice.
Rocky, yeah, flying squirrel.
Man.
Yeah, for sure.
That should be the next Rocky film when he's too old to like fucking box, so he's just in an old folks home and he's like put on a ton of weight. And it's about him trying to get that weight off again.
Oh yeah.
And so he becomes a glider.
Yeah, he's like
jumping off a building.
Yeah, and he's just like punching sides of beef, and like his flabby Ozempic butt is just like flapping. You know?
Ooh, that could be the music in the montage. Is like his like flab like slapping against itself.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be good, man.
You guys you're so just clueless about Kratos' past. You would not be shocked or even particularly impressed
he's killed
by
plenty of gods.
Yeah, and then gods that were way stronger than Heimdall.
Yeah, and that is an interesting thing about the way that Heimdall, or the way that the Norse gods seem to be less powerful overall. Like, they are much more human.
Mm-hmm. They're not gigantic.
No. I mean, Tyr's a gigantic pussy, but...
Yes, he is. Don't dig in your butt, dude.
He's trying to hold up his droopy ass.
He's been taking too much Ozempic. Or maybe he had to fart, so he's trying to angle it a certain way so no one will smell it.
Yeah, there you go.
I wonder if in those Ozempic commercials now they're going to have to talk about Ozempic butt at the end of the thing where they go through the fasting.
That's one of the side
may
effects.
include suicide, depression, Ozempic butt.
Droopy butt, droopy asshole.
What if that becomes the new thing though? What if people are twerking with their Ozempic butts?
Oh, dude. I mean, you might be accidentally whipping people in the face, with a flab,
just a pancake doing a whole 180.
That's gonna be Miley Cyrus in a few years.
Just on a wrecking ball with their ass cheeks fluttering as you go back.
Yeah, like a butterfly.
A butterfly.
Well, here's another question, right? You know chaos theory, the whole butterfly flaps its wings, causes hurricanes.
Yeah.
What if can Ozempic butt cause hurricanes?
It might, dude.
You know,
It flaps its
if an ass
wings a
claps,
certain way.
if an ass claps in the woods, you know what's around here.
Am I wrong? I do much like you, but it is our best play. Dividing Odin's
God damn it.
I like that this is what we start off with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I heard about Ozempic butt, and I thought you guys might be
I was
interested.
very
I'm glad you brought it up. I just think it's a fun coincidence that this is where our stream immediately goes.
Oh yeah.
Well, hey, man, we got to keep up appearances.
Leverage, what is this?
I mean, you
Earth?
could probably rename the stream
Butts?
Gnomes, Cannibalism, Politics, and
ass.
Degeneracy.
Degeneracy.
Yeah, you could. No, Atreus is going to go back to Asgard as intentionally this time as a spy.
Oh, so this is like the Americans.
Oh, it's not going to. I don't think it's going to get that dark. But this time he's trusting him to, take care of business.
Right.
Taking care of business.
They're just drinking now. We just keep moving people into.
Seriously, this is like a hotel at this point.
Yeah. Amir, what did you do? All right.
Let's go unlock that mask.
Yeah, man.
Mask.
The Jim Carrey mask?
Well, I mean, I did say that they were actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did bring that up.
They were genuinely inspired by by that Jim Carrey movie to do that.
Fortunately, not Son of the Mask.
Yeah, I never saw that one. I just remember the commercials and I stayed away.
I've never seen it myself, but I've seen reviews of it. Didn't Double Toasted do a bad movie review of it?
They might have. I just might have missed that one.
Yeah. I love me some bad movie reviews.
Oh, bad movie. They do an amazing job. I can't wait for us to to start doing some of that. Specifically, movie, video game adaptations.
Oh, yeah, that'd
those
be fun.
I want us to watch some of those Uwe Boll.
Oh, speaking of Uwe
scam
Boll, I saw
movies.
some hilarious shit. There's
What's he up to now that the
I'll tell you what he's up to
government
right
pulled
now.
his money?
I'm going to tell you exactly what he's up to.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
There's this movie review site. It's like Letterboxd or something like that, right? And literally all he does is he goes on this fucking movie review site and he rates half a star for every movie that wasn't made by him. And he leaves these fucking reviews where it's shit like... I'm going to have to show you the video I found for this.
I did not like this movie. It was not inane enough.
It's very close to the kind of reviews he'd write, except they were much more vulgar. That's the word.
Oh, he's just swearing the whole time.
Yeah, he's like, I thought this movie was going to be about someone fucking a chick in the ass, but then they just talked for 2 hours. It was so boring.
I've never had that expectation.
That's something like
that's like you go in and you watch a porno and then it's like 2 hours of dialogue and you're like, huh, okay.
Yeah, it'll say shit like
There he is.
Hey puppy. But yeah, he rates his own movies 5 stars, and he talks about how sexy the director of those movies is.
No.
Seriously, he fucking says that shit.
Oh my god.
And people...
It's like, this movie seems like it was made by a guy with a really big dick.
Extremely close to what he writes. That's extremely close.
Oh, man.
But it's to the point where, like, people comment on this account, like, are you a troll? Are you the real Uwe Boll? And he just, like, harasses anybody that like disagrees with them or doesn't sing his praises.
Well, I mean, the German government stopped giving him money to make those movies, so I guess this is what he just does now.
Nobody else was willing to give him money.
Well, you remember he did a whole video where he was mad at his Patreon supporters for they were pissed they didn't give him enough money. He literally did a video that was called "Fuck You All."
I really don't appreciate how I don't get enough free money.
The government used to give me lots of free money.
It's like, you fuckers, you don't even step up like the German government used to.
And then he uses his channel to mostly just bitch about other movies that get money. Because he's really mad because his classy intellectual films, aren't... they don't get the respect they deserve, but then he's real pissed about how cinema has become such a collection of dribble now. It's all Marvel Avengers bullshit dirt.
but he was making video game dirt. Video game dirt. Yeah, his was not highbrow at all.
Just as a small interstitial, one of the actors from Fast and Furious, I saw in an interview say they're tired of all these Marvel movies, and I just had to be like, I'm sorry. You are in the Fast and Furious franchise.
You don't get to talk, no.
And you're tired of how ridiculous Marvel is.
Yeah, it's one thing for Martin Scorsese to say some shit like that.
Right.
Right, because at least he's made, dramatic, serious, human,
you can argue that he occupies a different class of cinema.
Yeah,
he would certainly argue that.
He would definitely argue that.
But fucking Fast and Furious, Uwe Boll? No.
They have no fucking leg to stand on.
What is Uwe Boll's argument that adapting comics is not as cool as adapting video
He literally has said that in his reviews. He's like, this movie is for virgin nerds who jack off to comic books and shit like that.
And not like those non-nerds who play video games.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, the busty, half-naked vampire lady. That's
The cleavage represents...
Oh my god.
I mean, he does talk about cleavage a lot in his reviews. I'm going to have to show you the video I found, when we're done with this.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like the intellectual stimulation of seeing a big rack.
Uwe Boll's an interesting guy.
Yeah, well, didn't he challenge all of his critics to, boxing matches?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did?
He won, so that's something.
Yeah. Well, if in the realm of art, beating the shit out of somebody means you're the better artist. That's what it comes down to.
You got anything to say? No, she just doesn't want us to be here.
Well, I mean, isn't that a thing that people used to do back in the day? Like fucking traveling musicians would always be killing each other in duels and crap.
Yeah. I'm sure Uwe Boll would be dead if it was that time period.
Well, if it was pistols at dawn, someone would get him eventually.
Yeah.
To know something about that? Anything?
I don't know. Maybe he's a crack shot.
Everyone hated me.
How funny would it be if Atreus' big plan was just to walk in and just poke him in the eye hole?
Give me back my eye holes.
Suggesting my son had something to do with this? Honest.
Loki the liar.
Never believed you had anything to do with this.
It is interesting seeing a not evil Loki.
Right?
That's what you see often.
I mean, they've made it, the way they've reorganized Norse mythology for these games, Loki is like the hero of Norse mythology now.
Mind you, in like the old school Norse mythology, like all the gods were dicks, so Loki being a dick wasn't really
unique.
Yeah, he wasn't. Arguably, he wasn't a bigger dick than anyone else.
Yeah, it was just kind of par for the course.
Yeah.
I guess it's just that the word trickster sounds more nefarious than thunder or wisdom.
Wasn't it Thor and then one of the other gods that played a trick on him that led to him getting raped by a horse?
Yes.
So, well, that's your competition. Like,
he starts Ragnarok because they never stop making fun of him for getting raped by that horse.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a prank, man.
Well, he turns into a horse, and then I don't remember exactly how it goes, but
interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he's a piece of shit, but he's a little bit sympathetic in Norse mythology.
So when you're a centaur,
yes,
do you have sex with horses?
I assume you have sex with other centaurs.
Let's prove that on. Are we getting back into the centaur anatomy? Because
is this going to be Mortal Kombat Annihilation all over again?
Because that movie sparked like a 45-minute conversation about centaur.
Because he was wearing underwear, like where his human part.
What was he covering up?
Yeah.
Does he have two dicks? Or like, how does that work?
I have a lot of questions.
I have a lot of questions about centaur anatomy.
Yeah. Also, how do you really pull a Speedo up on your horse legs? Like, how does that really work? Because you got like a barrel chest.
I don't think you can
got like a barrel. You got a barrel chest on your front legs.
Yeah.
Like, your front legs are like arms.
Somebody else is gonna have to.
It would have to be a specially shaped Speedo to like kind of fit around your like.
Yeah, because you don't have independent. You don't have like they're not separate in the same way the human legs are. You know,
yeah. Banner Saga also raises that question because remember the horseboard in that game, they had those kind of like loincloth kind of things around their front sections.
Like a horse could wear a Speedo on his back legs.
Yeah, that would kind of make sense. It would look weird, but...
That would look weird, but it would work. Like, you could pull it up over the horse's ass, but how do you wear it on your front leg?
Yeah. I mean, I think someone else would have to put it on, too. Like, you could...
Well, I don't think horses can put on clothes.
But what about a centaur? It can't reach its back leg.
Well, I'm thinking it can't reach its front legs, either. You think it can, like, reach all the way down with its hands?
I guess that depends on how much it can bend down.
They might be pretty flexible. I don't know. Maybe they're like Marilyn Manson.
Is Marilyn Manson a centaur?
Marilyn Manson had a couple of ribs removed so he could suck his own dick.
Oh, alright.
Like, literally had surgery to remove a couple of his ribs.
So he could bend over and suck his dick.
Yeah.
Huh.
I feel like if you're famous, you get somebody to do that for you.
I really don't know. I really don't know why that felt like... Yeah. I don't know why you felt like you didn't have another option in that situation.
Maybe he likes the taste.
Maybe he's just really into the taste of his own dick. Taste the rainbow.
Is Skittles doing white Skittles again for Pride Month?
Oh, God.
It's not... I know what they meant, but that's not how it came across.
Yeah, that wasn't a smart decision.
That was strange. Where they were like, the rainbow.
It felt more like they were making Skittles for the Klan.
Right. Or basically being like, we don't want to be associated with Pride Month at all.
Yeah, well, that too.
Well, with all these protests these days, maybe that's a smart choice.
It came across as more of a race thing than anything, though.
Well, I mean, at least they didn't do that for Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
I think
Candy Company
should stay away from...
They should just stop.
They should stay away from Martin Luther King Day.
They should just stay away from, like, anything other than making candy.
I do feel like it's weird when companies start getting political.
Yeah,
it's one thing if you do it like the right way and you don't do anything like weird, but like I feel like too often they do something that is accidentally offensive in the opposite direction of what they intended.
Mm-hmm. I do think one of the best ways to make money is wait till conservatives are mad about something and then sell like a marked up version of it to be like, this is the non-woke thing.
Yeah, it's just a knockoff.
Like, I remember...
well, that's what that dude did with the ultra-conservative beer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He was selling it for like $30 for a six-pack or something. I was like, holy shit, dude, that's some good money.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean...
Like, just so people could be like, I'm not drinking the gay beer. I'm just poor now. Or I remember Hershey's did
Shit, why not sell to those people, right? I mean,
yeah, Hershey's did like a trans Hershey's thing.
Yeah,
where it was like
Hershey's, get it? Get it? That's real clever, isn't it?
Yeah,
super clever.
So,
that was a
but
Canada, wasn't it?
some guy was selling like two chocolate bars for like $15 to be like, this is the like really manly chocolate.
Yeah, kick his ass, Atreus. I think the sword is like a system in there.
Yeah, it's like straight. I mean, it's like sentient. Just crazy bar fight.
Who the fuck are these dudes anyway?
Those are just the random. Well, these are the guys we've been fighting most of the game. Einherjar. They're the dead soul. They're the dead human soldiers that go to Valhalla that Odin is supposed to not actually have access to until Ragnarok starts.
Why would you hang out in a bar with those guys? I mean, this is literally what they do. They get drunk and they fight and then they die.
Thor makes sense to hang out with them.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like wait until Thor's out of the tavern. Granted, that could take all day, but...
Well, exactly. That's why we didn't give him that time. We need his help now. We got to go do try and find the last piece of the mask. Or at least that's what Odin told us to do anyway.
Right.
Well, and then his daughter got all in his face about his drinking. So.
Fucking deadbeat Viking dads.
I do
That's
think
not what you would have
little,
expected, right?
I do think it's when she was like, "This is not you." I'm like, "Well, it kind of is." Though.
Yeah. She just wants it to not be.
I'm digging the music here.
Thinking too much. No, this is exactly what I expect from Thor.
Yeah. I mean, this is just probably what happens in fucking Asgard literally every day. This is their 9 to 5.
Isn't it weird to look at Scandinavia now and be like, oh, those people used to be Vikings?
Well, that's because all the Vikings sailed away. They moved to England instead.
Fair enough. Though you look at England, you don't think that either.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. There's some pubs in England that are pretty close.
In the north?
Yeah.
Did you say the north?
The north. The north of England.
But yeah, do you think there was ever a thing that like Vikings did, you know, where they like had some kids in Norway and like they didn't want to raise them, so they're like, I gotta go over to England and get a pack of cigarettes?
Yeah, probably. You're like, I'm going on a raid and never come back.
Like father, like son.
Yeah. Damn. All I need to do now is fucking rip his head off and use it as a flashlight.
Right? Someday maybe Atreus will do something like that. Because he's a little young for the head ripping. But...
Yeah. I can see it in future games where maybe we get Atreus as an adult and he starts doing a bit more gory shit.
Right. Yeah, these games are these new ones are definitely not as violent as
Oh Lord, no.
as the classic games. Although some
They
of
get
the
close sometimes.
yeah, some of the kill moves, I'd say this one's more violent than the first one. Like this one's definitely more violent than
Hey, it's come back every day. Hopefully they learn to not suck so bad.
Right. Well, they're kind of like just stupid zombie guys, right? Like they're basically.
Well, I thought in Norse mythology the point of fighting and dying every day is that you become a better warrior.
Well, so in this game specifically, they made a thing. They did a whole thing where Odin basically found a way to jailbreak these guys out of Valhalla early, so that he had access to this endless army, like before Ragnarok actually happened. And because they were pulled out of Valhalla early, they're all confused.
Come on, kick Sauron's ass.
But they're all like confused and kind of dumb. And like some a little mindless because they were like ripped out of their afterlife.
That's not Sauron, man. Sauron is just like a swarthy, attractive metallurgist
who happens to know a lot about blacksmithing.
I mean, it makes sense for Sauron to know about blacksmithing. It just doesn't make sense
for no one else to know about blacksmithing.
There's definitely some like stuff that he in the Silmarillion.
God, that would take all day.
In the Silmarillion, there is like a whole thing where he spends 300 years in that city teaching them how to infuse like these like dark magical energies into their smithing, but it's about infusing dark magic into the smithing.
Right, not basic tenets of blacksmithing.
Tin. It's all about how you incorporate tin and copper.
Why did Middle Earth even have blacksmiths if they didn't know that shit, you know?
Exactly.
Like, they should have been fucking like...
Dude, how do they have How do they have steel swords?
Yeah.
How do they have anything?
They wouldn't even have bronze swords.
Yeah.
They'd have copper, like, fucking sickle swords, like fucking...
Yeah, or they'd be almost like Aztec using like obsidian.
Oh yeah, like the shark teeth and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be kind of cool. I'd say that.
That would be cool, but that's not what they did.
Aztecs were pretty hardcore with all the stuff they came up with.
Oh yeah, dude,
those obsidian blades are sharp as a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. They're highly effective. But the Aztecs never wanted to kill anybody in battle.
Yeah, they wanted to take them prisoner so they could sacrifice them.
Sacrifices.
Right.
That's one of the reasons the Spanish kicked the Aztecs' ass, is that Spanish couldn't give a fuck if they lived or not. They were there to kill them, and the Aztecs were wasting so much time trying to take them prisoner.
And they just didn't have any weapons that could deal with, like, plate mail.
Right. Yeah, or gunpowder.
That's
surprisingly, the conquistadors actually didn't have that many guns. They actually mostly used crossbows.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
I know they had some cannons.
They had cannons on their ships, and I think they had like a couple of artillery guns.
Yeah, because I remember for sure when they took Montezuma prisoner, they brought the cannons into the square and fired them and freaked everybody out.
Yeah, didn't they like say that like we have like the god of thunder on our side or some shit like that? And it was like, this is our proof. Boom.
Yeah.
One of the dumbest decisions Montezuma ever did was send them gold and hope they would leave.
Montezuma had a lot of opportunities to kill them, and he pretty consistently picked the dumb option.
Well, when you think about the fact that there were like religious connotations to it, and they weren't sure whether these were gods, because they kind of lined up with some Aztec mythology.
The Spanish got very lucky with those coincidences.
Oh, yeah. Well, then... Was it Cortez who burned the ships so that
I think
they wouldn't be able to go? Yeah, because the Spaniards were like, this place is fucking scary. Those people are scary. They want to go home, and he burned the ships. There's no going home until we win. No way home.
We come and we want go home.
And he was also kind of going rogue, like, from the regional Spanish government. Mm-hmm. Like, at one point, they had actually sent an army to intercept him, to, like, arrest him and bring him back, and, like, put a stop to this whole expedition thing, because they had no idea where he was going with it.
Right.
Didn't he basically take that army and integrate it into his own army?
Yeah, there was a battle fought between the two armies. And, like, that was utterly bewildering for, like, the natives. They're just watching these two fucking armies, like, go at each other with gunpowder weapons and shit.
Because Cortez only had a couple hundred guys.
Yeah. Well, that, and of course, he had, like...
all the tribes that hated.
Yeah, tens of thousands of native warriors that were on his side.
Well, the Aztecs had, like, an enclave inside their empire that they refused to conquer, so they could basically farm it for sacrifices. Yeah. So those people, Tlaxcalas or something, they fucking hated the Aztecs. So... When the Spaniards showed up, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're definitely on your side. You don't like those guys?
You can't be worse than the Aztecs."
Like the mission is actually find the final massacre.
And then the Spanish went on to be just as bad as the Aztecs, if not worse.
I guess they were not on the sacrificing them side, but
yeah, well, they did other awful stuff.
Oh, they did tons of horrible shit, but it's hard to blame the Tlaxcalas for basically
they didn't know.
Being like.
They were taking a big chance, you know.
Yeah. Anybody but the Aztecs, I guess. Aztecs are fucking crazy.
They were going to go down at some, sooner or later.
They were like a Spartan society.
They were, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Though with much better infrastructure.
Yes. Oh yeah. Tenochtitlan, or Mexico City, what Mexico City is now. I mean, the whole city floated on the lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they built pyramids on top of reed barges. Like, that's fucking insane.
And that city was huge, too. It was bigger than anything in Europe at the time.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I think at the time the average city in Europe was like 50,000. Like, the big city in Europe was like 50,000 people, 70,000 people. I think there was like 500,000 people living in Mexico City.
Yeah, I mean, that city rivaled like ancient Rome at its height.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then considering the fact that the largest cities in the world had been burned to the ground by the Mongols, a couple hundred years earlier, there wasn't much to compete with it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the Aztecs really were sort of like the pinnacle of what a Bronze Age society could achieve.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
One wonders what would have happened if they had, managed to get their hands on iron sooner.
Yeah, or if they... I mean, the thing is, there were a couple technologies. There were a couple technologies that were discovered, in the Middle East, and then kind of became prevalent in Europe and the Old World. That they didn't. I mean, the wheel, that really, not having the wheel really set Mesoamerica back. Not having domesticated animals to pull carts either.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have horses or donkeys, none of that.
Yeah, and like llamas and alpacas, they could carry. They were like mules, but it's not like they could pull a cart or anything.
You can't even ride them.
Yeah, you can't ride them.
They're bitches. Like, if you try to ride a llama, it'll just spit in your face.
Yep.
Which is funny, because, I mean, they're basically just camels, but camels are much easier to work with.
Yeah.
Even though camels are legendarily bad-tempered, but compared to a llama, like, you can work with them at least.
Yeah.
Both of them spit.
Yeah.
Spit at you. They don't like you.
I don't know if Arabian camels are harder to work with than Bactrian camels, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Nice.
I don't know too much about camels. I just know their milk is pretty expensive.
I remember Carl Pilkington going on and on about why he's like, why do they need those humps? what are they doing with them?
I thought that was
they store water.
No, I know. But
I know. I just sometimes with Carl Pilkington, like the obvious simple answer, you just can't accept it.
No, he does not like the obvious.
No, he has to overcomplicate things. I did love that episode, Idiot Abroad, where they're riding the camels out in the desert, and then the camel just kind of decided it was done for the day, and so they had to bring a truck out there to fucking bring it back. And they were just riding back in the truck.
Right. That was...
I want to add one more thing. If you can't be yourself, you also might not feel like you can follow your own path.
There's I don't fucking give a shit.
I mean, if you're hungover, it's probably not the time to be considering deep questions about your life.
Yeah. It's true.
Granted, I don't know when Thor is ever not either drunk or hungover.
I suppose maybe you have to be drunk then to consider your life. There we go. I'm back.
I'd enjoy if, like, Thor was just following you around being drunk this entire game.
That would be a lot of fun. I know that with they did a big update in April, and they added it so that in like the training area in Niflheim, you can use any of the different companions throughout the game. So you can actually pair up Thor and Kratos just for like the fun of.
Do they have any unique banter or anything?
No, I don't think they talk to each other. It's just for the fun of being able to do the combat. Which, yeah, that is too bad. It's too bad. Could have gotten slightly more a little more interaction with them.
That would have been a nice little Easter egg. But you know what we gotta tell Alex about?
Oh yeah, well I know. I told him just a little bit, not any of the stuff that you told me last night though. But he's aware that the Golem game is a.
Did you show him any screenshots?
I sent you the basic character model of Golem.
It looks so bad.
It looks fucking terrible. But Ulysses, you tell him all about what you found out last night.
So I was browsing Steam because I noticed that it was on the Steam page, right?
Okay.
And so I was like, all right, well, you know, what's going on with this game? Why is it such a piece of shit? And what I learned through checking the forums and shit for the game is that this game was made by this German company that has like a history of making complete garbage games, right? And like rushing them out the door.
Are they funded by the German government?
That I don't know. I'd watch an Uwe Boll Lord of the Rings movie. He would never make one, but I would watch it. But this company has like a reputation specifically for rushing garbage games out the door, promising to fix everything in patches, and then not doing that.
Okay.
And when they announced they were going to do this game, like a while back, they had all these people that I guess are fans of the company basically going, please don't do this. Make something else, anything else. This is going to go really badly for you. And they were like, no, fuck you, we're going to make it, right? As they claim to be passionate Lord of the Rings fans with a deep understanding of the lore, you see.
Okay.
And,
did they have a deep understanding of the lore?
Not from what I can tell, man. This game's about seducing an orc.
yeah, you play as Golem and you're trying to fuck some sort of orc.
What? Why?
Yeah, you like suck his dick through the bars.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and apparently Golem is like infinitely attractive to this orc or something.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You never
The
saw
story
it.
of this game, man. You
never-
remember that part of Lord of the Rings where Gollum had to like suck that orc dick to get out of jail?
No, never. No, man. I don't know about that.
Well, that's part of the canon now, man.
Okay, wait. So he's
No, it's not part of the
No,
canon.
I know, but so the game is you're literally seducing an orc.
You're like in orc prison, right?
Yeah, like it's
Okay.
supposed to be in, like, you know, at the beginning of the Lord of the Rings, they like have the bit where he's like, the Sauron knows the name Baggins because Gollum tells them when he's being tortured. It's supposed to be somewhere in that like chunk of the story
so
and world
he's
or
in
whatever.
prison
In Mordor, yeah.
in Mordor, being tortured. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's like this orc who's like apparently like was he trying to stage like a breakout or some shit?
This orc has got like Machiavellian like political aspirations among like the orc prison complex that's in Mordor, and so that's like a huge part of this game, I guess.
All right.
And that particular orc is like really vain and susceptible to persuasion, so you have to like, yes, try and seduce this orc to try and get out.
But so what's the gameplay like? Like you're literally just constantly talking to this orc.
Well, its primary gameplay is trying to be like a stealth game.
Okay.
But you can only even like stealth take out like a handful of enemies. Most of them aren't even. You have to just sneak around.
Okay.
And so, but because that's so little, and that's so little game, they have all of these fucking like weird mini games, and like there's all these like things where you have like pets that you have to get them to do puzzles for you. Like all of this weird, like Gollum's got like a pet bird that he trains.
Oh, okay.
It's nonsense, man. It's nonsense.
But yeah, and then in addition to that, when the game did come out and it was a complete trash fire that got review bombed to hell and back, the devs put out a apology message, right, promising that they were gonna fix everything, and they were so deeply regretful that the game hadn't turned out the way they hoped and all that shit, right?
Yeah, which is like the like sixth apology letter from a game developer we've gotten this year.
But this one, it turned out that they just used ChatGPT to write it.
Oh my god, it's like when Shia LaBeouf plagiarized the Yahoo answers on how to apologize.
Jesus Christ. But yeah,
For plagiarizing, he was apologizing for plagiarizing, and then he plagiarized Yahoo Answers article on how to apologize.
I mean, at least he's consistent, right?
Where is that guy?
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Ever since
Isn't he like a hardcore Catholic now or something?
Is he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be the next pope.
It's Pope Shia,
I don't know.
actual cannibal pope.
I'm hoping that he tries to put up another one of those flags.
I think they broke his spirit, dude.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire
It's the
life.
funniest thing I think 4chan ever did was fucking with Shia LaBeouf. You saw how they like coordinated the flight patterns and like fucking.
It's based on like passing fucking aircraft that are barely visible in the sky above the flag.
I mean, fuck Shia LaBeouf. I don't feel bad for him at all.
Well, yeah, he asked for it pretty much.
I mean, he's just also such a. He was like at the height of his like career, I guess, in Hollywood. He was just such the most arrogant, like sniveling little bitch that I could fucking imagine. He was one of the most irritating fucking people in movies that I think I've ever seen.
And he wasn't in any good movies anyway.
God, I'm trying to think.
I liked Holes.
Holes
that was
was good.
before he was ever famous. Like,
I remember thinking Disturbia was alright, where it's like the his neighbor's like the serial killer. It's kind of a Rear Window thing, almost.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember liking that. But as soon as he was in Transformers, it was over.
Well, as soon as he reached that level of fame.
Yeah. I mean, I also, maybe there's a little sympathy I could say I have for him, because that does shit to people's brains.
Right,
And
fame
so,
fucks you up.
But even before that, he still seemed kind of arrogant.
Hey, Thor's actually being helpful for a change.
That was close. Thanks, Thor.
Wasn't about to lose that.
Look, we did it. We are on to great things. All of our work together.
Welcome.
I'm sorry. You are here. Why?
It's murder time now. Vercetti had to take him.
No. Leave him alone. I command.
You said no more innocent blood will be spilled. You said family comes first. You don't think that this is retribution for him being here? He's put your granddaughter in danger. He's made your son miserable.
I don't think Odin gives a shit.
His father did. Your daughter is old enough to make her own mistakes. And her husband started drinking again, all on his own. You two, a word.
He's not protecting us. Mom, our boy.
They're shitty boys, but...
Yeah, you raised them wrong.
What stories? Because I wonder if that had an impact.
We would carve those wooden horses. We would pray and laugh.
Look, at least you got one kid that doesn't seem to completely suck.
Yeah, Thrud's cool. She seems like she's actually competent.
Solve Father's problems like brittle knives to a mountain face. And for what? What if Thrud's means?
God, his hands are fucking huge.
I mean,
Like
he
How
is,
sexy
he's
would
like
work
Andre
between...
he
the
is
Giant.
huge compared to her generally.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I know. I'm just saying, like, you really see it when you see their hands touching each other.
yeah.
Like, how did that even go?
Turn my father against me. My daughter.
I have no idea what's happening.
Finally thought of something I can teach.
You better be right.
Where do
Sindri. Ugh. You sure know how to plan an exit.
Atreus.
And we got the mask for away from him, too.
Hell yeah. We're gonna get that Thor Kratos rematch pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty close to the end, so I
Yeah.
don't think we'll be doing that this week, but I think next week.
Simply told us where you would arrive should you find trouble.
Oh, thought you might have been exploring without me.
No, lad. Your dad was just concerned. Though, now that you mention it...
Lemire.
Please, it's also crowded and tense, man.
It is fucking crowded in there.
It's not a big house for how many people are living in there.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's not the worst idea. You don't want to show everyone the mask. It'll keep.
Oh man.
No side missions. None. What's up?
Did you know that you're on Snapchat?
I am?
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
My phone wanted to let me know that one of my contacts is on Snapchat. It tells me random people I haven't talked to for years. It'll be like, hey, your friend's on Snapchat. Why don't you ever use Snapchat? Why don't you open Snapchat?
Huh.
Sage, why'd you make a Snapchat account?
A girl wanted me to once. I thought I deleted it, but I don't think there's anything on there.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a look.
Alright.
Oh, you're good.
We gotta do this fucking weapon upgrade thing anyway.
Yeah, let's do this.
Spear attachment, huh? What kind of attachment?
Like a butt plug or something.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, what's he doing with that spear, you know? I mean, you know, he is a Spartan, right?
Just after your father's killed his most loyal one. None of us are safe, even here.
So we have no choice.
Yeah, what else has been up?
Oh man, it's been pretty chill around here. I mean, not a whole hell of a lot going on.
Nobody getting shot outside the front door?
No, thankfully.
That did happen that one time. You getting stoked for that big Ukrainian counterattack?
No. God, I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit about Ukraine.
I mean, I'm only interested because it hasn't happened yet.
No, well, how big a disaster could it be?
Yeah. Well, what if they just don't do one?
That's possible. No, I don't know. That conflict, man, it's so fucking cartoonish.
Mm-hmm.
Every side is lying about something and pretending something is a different way than it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a clown show. I mean, it's Iraq all over again.
Yeah.
It's Iraq all over again.
So at least we don't have that many troops there this time.
Yeah, so far.
You think we'll be in Ukraine for 20 years?
Probably.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I definitely think that because they had to replace Afghanistan with something.
Yeah, it's always got to be.
Well, I mean,
we're always at war with Eurasia.
Afghanistan's taking all that equipment we left them and fighting with Iran now. So
Yep.
That worked out for us.
At least until the Iranians get all of our shit.
Yeah, well, that's my fear in Ukraine, is that all that shit's just going to end up in Russian hands.
Well, I mean, that's already being sold to other countries for the most part. Most of the weapons that we've sent over there have not actually been used by Ukraine to fight Russia. Most of it's just being sold to completely third parties.
Well, a lot of the stuff, like, the Ukrainians aren't even trained to use. It would take months to train them to use.
I know a lot of that.
More troops of the United States troops to be there to train them.
Well, the idea is that we'd have Ukrainian troops in, like, fucking Poland.
We have questions. Why do we even pull him out of that hole?
It's a good question.
Is this his big moment? Is he finally...
Is his moment to fucking, like, hide in a hole somewhere and cry?
Well, he seems like he's got his confidence back.
Does somebody need to cry, or...
I will lead us to Asgard.
And then I'll surrender.
But if you got a way to Asgard, where's that idea been this whole fucking while? You would have gotten us all killed. And we needed to give Loki time to find his destiny. Here it is. It's all led to
Man, old Kratos would have fucking killed this guy just for wasting his time.
I do miss old Kratos sometimes.
The mask doesn't give us an out. We'll still have that drop on him. Works for me.
Let's do it then, and quickly, before he sees us coming.
does hate surprises.
That'd be a fun kind of alternate universe sort of like game you know, like a God of War where Kratos just goes more like bloodthirsty, and he just shows up and just fucking kills the entire Norse pantheon in one game.
I would enjoy that.
It's an ancient path. We can't reach it from here. Where then? Collect my things and I'll show you. You ain't got no thing. That belongs to the kid. He earned it. All you done was make passable dirt soup.
It's okay.
No, it ain't. This ain't right. All the pieces ain't welded together true. Like, what's with him calling you Loki anyway? You know that ain't his name. Hey! I'm talking to you.
Oh shit!
Shut up!
Damn.
We never rescued Tyr.
Let go of the
That explains a lot.
That was Odin trying to make
the
Tyr
whole
look like a
time,
bitch.
I
by
gotcha.
playing him up as this pathetic.
It wasn't part of the plan. If you guys, we are square.
So that's why he came off as such a whiny bitch.
Yeah.
It was an intentional, like...
Alright, that's a cool twist.
plan on that.
So nice spending time with you again.
Freya, please.
Can't be in two places at once. Afraid? Hey! I don't move. You don't move. Don't do anything you regret.
I regret many things. Killing you.
That's why he was staying in the cupboard all the time, because one of the crows was in there.
Gotcha.
Right, so that's how he kept coming back and forth between Asgard.
Nice.
Too bad, son. Looks like war after all.
I feel like Atreus could have transformed into a wolf first.
Yeah. Maybe doing that a little bit sooner.
Oh well.
You can't.
Man, are we about to lose the best character?
Damn.
Well, Odin has just become the most killable character in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, Heimdall was the super hateable one for most of the runtime, but now that we got rid of him, you gotta give
have
us a
someone else.
reason to really dislike Odin.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna miss Brock, dude.
Yeah,
seriously.
I know. He really was like my favorite character
Mhm.
in this whole thing. And because Sindri already had resurrected him with a missing piece of his soul once, that means he can't do it a second time.
Mhm.
So he's
Right.
like dead.
He goes in the special extra dead pile.
Special extra dead. And after Sindri let all these people stay at his house.
Man, I'd be so pissed if I was Sindri.
I think he's upset.
I'd be like, you all owe me fucking back rent.
Yeah, right.
That'd be kind of an interesting game, medieval landlord simulator.
There are games that have come close to that. I remember some of the old patrician games having that as a gameplay feature.
Okay.
Mostly it was about sailing a trading boat around, but you could be a landlord as well.
That seems like it'd be kind of interesting.
Father, where are we going?
Oh, interesting thing I did learn about, though, is because the West is currently dumping all of its export arms into Ukraine,
Right.
and the Russians are going around buying up every fucking decrepit piece of Cold War tech they sold to the Middle East so that they can throw it at Ukraine.
No, I'm sure.
There is now like a colossal.
I'm sure the Middle East is happy to get that garbage off there.
Well, the thing is that there's now like a huge opening in the arms market globally, right?
Okay.
And it looks like China is stepping in to fill it.
Oh, good.
Because just recently in
Gotta
October.
fill that arms market.
Well, yeah, I guess if the Russians are using their own stuff, then.
But just recently in October, the Chinese had like a huge arms expo where they were able to sell like $1 billion worth of stuff to the Middle East, right?
Okay.
And what they're doing is they're going to these countries and they're going, hey, we know the Russians used to give you a bad deal because they just sell you like 50 tanks or like a couple jets, and like they wouldn't give you any of the logistics to actually make that shit work.
Oh, way over there. What the fuck?
And so what we'll do is we'll sell you like a whole package that's like the supplies for like an entire army. You know, all the fucking trucks, all the infrastructure you'll need, plus all the weapons. All you gotta do is pay a little more. And so I guess they're getting buyers now because that's an attractive enough offer, especially with basically nobody else selling to the Middle East like big time right now.
There aren't too many major weapons manufacturing countries in the world, so.
And China's been kind of trying unsuccessfully for a few years, but it looks like with the Ukraine war might be giving them their big break.
Interesting.
Puppy.
Those dogs have just been sitting here.
Yeah, just come in and eat Russia's lunch because they can't
Basically.
supply the market. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Chinese influence is definitely growing in the wake of this. I don't think the Russians. I don't think the Russians understand what a subservient position they've put themselves in to China.
No.
Like, I don't think that's registered yet. I know their domestic market is just becoming entirely dominated by China, the car industry, because they can't import Japanese or Korean or European or American cars anymore. So,
right.
You know, I mean, they make their own garbage, but
nobody wants a Russian car.
Yeah, right. You know what tells you how sorry of a state Russia's in? Apparently, one of the reasons that Russians have kind of balked at the fact that the Chinese cars are coming in is that they're too expensive.
that's funny. That's funny.
So yeah, you talk about what position Russia's in is they can't afford the Chinese cars.
Wow.
Whereas now they're talking about some of these Chinese EV companies are trying to break into the U.S. now, and they're talking about how much of an existential threat it is to the U.S. car industry because their cars are so cheap.
Link, quit licking your feet. Stop it.
Well, I mean, if he isn't going to lick his feet, then who will, you know?
It's a good question, Sage. You gonna step up?
No. No, I will not.
Why are we killing this stag?
Because it's a magical stag.
It's meant to be, like, evocative of the opening sequence of the first game.
With the boar?
Yeah, with the boar.
Okay.
Why? That was running. I don't understand.
Man, is Kratos going to join PETA now?
No, he's just like, we should probably go check on Sindri.
Oh, okay.
that's all he's really saying. He's like, this is... Yeah. Like, Sindri really should probably...
Okay, I thought he was going to be like, meat is murder.
Oh, God, I'd be so done, dude.
I would be...
They should have had Tyr do that.
You know what? That would have worked pretty well, considering the twist that the game had. There was actually a lot of hints, too. Like, when you first find Tyr, he's at the beginning, he's bound by a noose, which is how Odin hung himself. There's a lot of, like, little things.
Hangs himself.
Okay.
Hung means something else, you know.
Well, you don't know. He might be hung, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Might.
I don't know if that was brought up in the mythology or not.
I've heard that the Norse Allfather, he has a really big dick.
Is it okay if we take the sleds? I need to think about what I'm gonna say to them.
I like that lime and salt. That's pretty good.
That's
Not
a
bad.
solid beer, man.
Yeah, that is good shit.
What happened to those commercials?
The Dos Equis ones?
Yeah.
The most interesting man? I don't know.
Did he stop being interesting?
I guess so.
Maybe.
Stop making commercials about him, so he must not be doing anything interesting anymore.
You guys ever had a michelada?
No.
Those are pretty good.
What is that?
It's like a Mexican beer thing, but
Okay.
it's kind of like a Bloody Mary, but like spicy and with beer, and they're pretty good. They get pretty elaborate with them.
That sounds delicious. I
Yeah.
love Bloody Marys.
Dos Equis guy used to be the most interesting man on TV. Now he sits at home with his ass
up
up his ass!
Oh god, that Tourette's guy.
That is some of the funniest shit that's ever been on the
That's the
internet.
hardest I've ever seen you laugh, Ulysses.
Yeah, I
You were
felt like I was
literally
gonna-
dying.
Yeah, like I felt like that might have been my last day on Earth, and it would have been worth it.
Fucking solid gold, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta go. Some squirrels fucking my tomatoes.
It's been long enough. We should watch
Oh,
that
we should
again.
watch
Those
that
are good.
again.
Yeah.
We should give those
Oh,
another
I don't
look,
remember. What did he say to his grandma?
Guys, I love you, but you're old as fuck. You know who Alf is? You don't know who Alf is?
God, that was good stuff.
Fucking end of this conversation.
Yeah.
Hendrik did it once.
Did that guy die?
Figure out a way to do it again.
Tourette's guy?
No, no.
Tourette's guy?
No, he's alive.
Okay, that's good.
When a soul missing its home, its direction, like rocks, leaves, its corporeal form. Well, it can't use the Lake of Souls. He's not only dead, he's been denied.
Oh, so he's like a ghost?
There's nothing to
Is he a force ghost?
I think he just doesn't exist now.
Oh,
I think it's like they're
wow, that's even worse, man.
yeah.
be doing it.
No. It was stupid of me to help in the first place.
Damn, I almost missed Brock.
Seriously,
Yeah.
it would have been okay if like at least you got to hang out with this ghost, you know, listen to him swear all day. Like that would have been something. But
And also, we don't have Tyr to make fun of anymore.
yeah,
'Cause that wasn't even Tyr. It was Odin's impression of Tyr to make him look like a bitch. Which was effective.
Yeah,
no,
I did a good job.
I hated Tyr, dude. He was
Yeah.
driving me crazy. I was like, you're a god of war.
To sail, do it toward somewhere.
The lift at the end of the bridge should still work. I can get up to the temple that way.
man, I hate snow.
Hey, at least this is not what it when we started this game. This is what it looked outside here,
I know.
and at least it's not like that right now.
Yeah, it'll be like that again in a couple weeks.
A couple weeks, you think that's how little we got left this
Yeah.
summer?
I don't know, man. I mean, winter is long.
Winter is long. It's a long, grueling time.
Spring didn't last very long this year.
No, I didn't. Fucking rush through that shit.
Dude, we got like the blizzard, and then like back-to-back 80-degree days, like immediately after it. Then it went back to like being like 50, 40.
Yep.
Yep.
It's insane. I hate the weather here sometimes.
I blame Canada.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
Fucking Canada.
But
Why do they keep sending their fucking shit
no,
over?
I think it is like Minnesota.
Their fault.
Well, yes, but it is like the upper
Oh, there we go.
Midwest and then like Central Asia are the two places on Earth where the temperatures fluctuate the most. Like,
Well, what about like deserts and shit?
You notice he's ginger's
Well,
not wearing
I mean-
his gloves.
yeah,
There's like germophobia or whatever. He's not wearing his gloves anymore.
Oh, so he's like trying to get like horrible diseases now so he can die.
I think he just doesn't care
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
I'm so sorry.
I gave you everything. My skills. My friendship. My home. My secrets. My treasures. And you just kept taking.
I like that the game is actually bringing this up. Like, this is the shit we've been saying this whole time.
Yeah.
Not even my family. You want sorry? This is what sorry looks like.
What can we do?
There is nothing. There's only you. No matter what the cost. So what you can do is get the fuck out of my sight.
Oh shit, I don't remember him ever swearing before.
No, not really. Like Chris is like, I'd be a huge hypocrite if I told you not to be mad.
That's a good point.
I thought we were his family too.
Yeah, but you were like the cousins who sort of moved in and never left kind of family. You know, like those people who like say they're coming for Christmas and then they're still there on New Year's Day.
I feel like I possess.
Hate those people.
I feel like I possess like a magical orb of light.
Yeah.
Like you see how the sun's
shining
through my armpit. Like,
you're like that weird picture of what was it, Trump and MBS and that other dude.
Oh, they're holding that globe. Yeah, that was ominous.
That was weird as hell.
Yeah, I don't know. They were like launching some anti-terrorism task force or something.
So here's us.
No, that globe was like representative of an AI computer that was going to be like globally tracking everyone on Earth. Like that's actually what that was.
Yeah, you gotta love that, dude.
It's amazing how much like reality just feels like a parody of like, you know,
reality's
dystopian sci-fi.
2015 was the beginning of like one of the most ridiculous. I mean, like you couldn't write reality.
No, people wouldn't believe you. They go, that would never happen.
Do you see Trump's using that voice generation AI now?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he trolled DeSantis pretty hard with it.
Really?
I love how it's the fight is now between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they hate each other now.
They really hate each other, and I think it's fucking hilarious. Because all they're going to do is steal votes from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just beat each other up in the primary.
Now that's actually probably going to be pretty funny.
I don't know, that video he put out making fun of DeSantis for launching on Twitter was pretty good, dude.
It made me laugh.
His trolling's coming back a little bit.
That was always the best part about Trump.
It's what made the run up to 2016 so great up until like he actually became a serious presidential candidate.
Well, it's like when he was just making fun of other Republicans.
What he did to Jeb was one of the
Jeb Bush is a fucking
he was a joke, but like even without anybody making fun of him, you know.
Yeah.
Please clap.
Please clap.
How's this yogurt chop doing?
Oh, I think that failed.
Really?
Yeah,
you couldn't successfully run a yogurt shop?
Yeah, I don't think that worked out.
Well, to be fair,
who wants to eat their yogurt from Jeb Bush, man?
Not me.
Maybe
he was selling like Turtle Tracks ice cream, you know.
Also, how dude, when that kid was talking about him giving the turtle in the most dismissive way possible, he's like, yeah, and he like gave me this little turtle, and then I went up to him. He's like, yeah, I keep turtles in my pocket. So instead, he wins the race. He's very low energy. Maybe even lower energy than Jeb.
That nickname is still bad, though.
What nickname?
Ron the Sanctimonious.
Oh, it's awful, dude. Oh, it's so bad, dude. He's
not
kind of
good.
lost his touch.
Yeah, it's not as good as Little Rocket Man.
Little Rocket. What was the kid? What did he? What was it? I don't know why he would call me.
Oh, I don't know why he would call me old. I would never call him short and fat. I don't know. One of my favorite moments of Trump's presidency probably would be when they brought like the camera, like brought like the press in when he was meeting with Kim Jong-un, and he's like, please take a good picture where we all look thin and beautiful.
It looks like it's like The Office because the camera.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un and he's looking at the camera like what?
That was the most surreal moment in American politics in a long time.
It was truly.
I just love the way that
truly pretty
I
incredible.
love the way that Asia reacted to it. Like they were like, I remember KFC Singapore was running like a 2-piece for peace, like fucking special.
Just like I unite the elves after centuries of war. They really wrecked me off, huh?
Too bad.
Yes. To find Sigmund and muster the free Valkyries. That leaves only Svartalfheim.
I'll go to Svartalfheim.
Sindri? Are you sure?
I settled it.
Yeah, going full
He's still
Ragnarok.
gonna help, but
He's just gonna be pissed about it.
he's gonna be fucking
Fair enough.
Yeah, no,
I miss
He gets to be pissed.
I miss
he gets to
Brock
be
too.
mad.
I'm mad.
Yeah, fuck Odin, right?
Fuck Odin, dude.
And again, I do love.
And these
Kratos is
fucking
like-
freeloaders living at the guy's house getting his brother murdered, dude.
Yeah.
Get your own damn house.
So now we have to find Surtur.
Kratos pissed, impossible. What's up?
What's up, Michael?
How you doing, man?
Oh, Ulysses, I told Alex before the stream, I didn't tell you, but me and Michael did go see the new Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, how was it?
So we've over the course of this franchise, we have graduated from, racing movie to dumb racing movie to superhero movie to dumb superhero movie.
Right.
And now we're at like G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man 80s cartoon.
Oh no!
But like in a way that is absolutely very
All right, glad I was high for it.
yeah. In a way that is still absolutely fun and entertaining.
Okay.
Like, I'm glad I saw it. Like it was a great time. But like it is absolutely the level of like intelligence going into the writing.
Jesus
Are you
Christ!
telling me it's jumped the shark?
Well,
I think it jumped
dude,
the shark a long time ago.
I think the jump the shark moment was in the 5th movie when they pulled that safe across the city on cables
Oh,
attached to
yeah.
cars.
I don't know what they'd have jumped at this point. Like the fucking megalodon.
Yeah, I mean they'd have to get an actual fucking shark in there to jump. And to go.
I'm surprised they haven't done that.
Yeah, actually.
Granted,
though.
the shark should actually be driving a car.
Jason Statham.
Actually, jumping a shark's probably low stakes for.
Yeah, it's low.
That's why the
There's gotta be a megalodon.
No, the shark has got to be driving the car, and it jumps over the rock.
Oh, there you go.
Or
I
Vin
can
Diesel
see
or
that.
whatever.
Yeah.
I saw an interesting video.
Jason Statham's the lead of those Megalodon movies, and he's
That's a
also
good
in
point.
Fast
I feel-
and Furious.
Yeah, they could do that.
There's maybe they connect those and say that's just like one of his.
We accidentally walked into The Little Mermaid, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, no, we did. We actually, we watched it the wrong theater door at first, and it was like the climax of that movie. There's like sea monsters on screen, and
Dude, have you heard that song that Aquafina does for that Little Mermaid?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna pull that. Oh my god, it's unlistenable. Dude.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I mean, I heard she was an obnoxious, screechy bird in the movie, which fits, but...
Oh, it's so. It is
But
so.
what that
bad.
was, we literally, our reaction was like to not even really, like, we almost were like, yeah, I mean, I'd buy that this is part of this Fast and Furious movie. Like, I have no questions about there being sea monsters. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Aquafina can be genuinely funny, but my god,
I
that
think she
song
could be a
is
good
one of the
actress, but like...
worst things
I've
ever
enjoyed
heard
her in
my life.
certain things, but she's also definitely, like, but not all the time. Definitely not all the time.
It really does depend, because she does a lot of voices, and some of them drive me up a wall.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sometimes the funny voices. Like, I mean, that's the same reason I can't stand Adam Sandler half the time.
Oh my god, I can't stand Adam Sandler 100% of the time these days, dude.
Well, like in like the 90s. I mean,
Yeah, no, back in the day, Adam Sandler.
Well, so I guess I'm counting that as some of the time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
if we're talking about exclusively like modern context, then yeah, no, I can't stand him 100% of the time either. It's been a while since I liked it. I mean, God, what was the last...
You wanted him to play Willy Wonka.
Did you see Uncut
Well, that would have been
Gems?
funny, because if he had been screaming at those children, like, that actually could have been pretty entertaining.
Did you see Uncut Gems, though?
No, I still haven't watched it as much as everybody
actually a pretty good movie.
Oh, I heard, like, universal praise for it.
Not so much a comedy. Like, it has its moments, but it's not so much a comedy, but... Which is what Adam Sandler always wanted. That's why he's such a bitter fuck. Just like Jim Carrey. They both wanted to be treated like serious actors, and people didn't give a fuck, so they became bitter. But yeah, no, Adam Sandler, as far as comedy goes, like, you can tell that he just phones it in as hard as humanly possible. I remember seeing...
Well, that movie Funny People is about a guy who, like, hates his life and his career because he's a washed-up comedian doing bad children's film. And, That felt really on point with his actual life.
Well, I know that at one point he did a movie called like Blended or something.
Blended? I actually don't know if I know that one.
Yeah,
Was he in
all of his movies are irrelevant now, so it doesn't matter. But it was like it took place in like Africa or something like that. Like the.
Okay. I know Funny People was underappreciated, and then I'm trying to. There was one other.
He did Spanglish.
Spanglish. I don't. There was one other.
Rain Over Me. Was like a dramatic
Africa?
movie. He had he played
Koto's
like a character
Africa?
with like some type of mental illness. Don Cheadle was in it. It was supposed to be like.
There's another one that I'm trying to think of, and I just cannot remember the title.
Yeah. But this movie Blended was just like a garbage comedy or whatever. But they were like asking him like, "Oh, what made you decide to set the movie in Africa?" And he's like, "Oh, well, I mean, like my family always wanted to go on like a Serengeti or whatever and like do something. So I picked a script that would allow us to take a family vacation." Like,
oh yeah, the Rain Over Me.
Yeah. But yeah, he was literally like, he cares so little about his movies now that he picks the scripts based on where he can take his family on vacation. Like, he could give a fuck less what the movie's about or what.
Why is the band Toto called Toto? Are they named after the little dog from
No, I think it's after the band. No,
he's asking why the band's named that band.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why?
So yeah, it's like the little dog.
Yeah, probably the dog from Wizard of Oz. That's probably a good point.
Damn.
I mean, it's a better name than the Menstrual Tramps.
Who the fuck's called the Minstrel?
There's an actual band called the Menstrual Tramps.
Okay.
I've seen posters floating around here.
It's a play. It's a play on menstrual cramps.
Yes.
Then, or, okay.
But the tramps get it.
He told me about that a little while ago, and I was thinking it might have something to do with the whole free bleeding thing.
Oh yeah, that is weird. You ever seen that picture of that woman free bleeding and her kids are like hugging her legs?
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that is weird. Just like pussy blood, and their kids are there.
I already know what to do with trash.
Ugh.
Shut up. There we go. No, I mean that's like a whole movement, right? So.
Yeah, I just, I don't know, like, it became such a, like, I mean, like, the idea of, like, the tampon was, like, such a symbol of, like, female empowerment and, like, of being able to, like, live your life while you were on your period or whatever.
And not be uncomfortable or whatever.
Yeah.
At least as uncomfortable.
But, like, now, but the whole free bleeding thing is, like, why don't you want to ruin your pants? Like,
or, just wear a skirt and just leave a trail.
Yeah. Huh?
A bloody snail trail.
Yeah. I was telling Sage that there was an episode of Sex and the City that was about that.
Was it?
Yeah, it was about this.
I don't watch Sex in the City.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I watched the whole fucking thing, including the movies.
I'm kind of interested in seeing the second movie based on what Ulysses was telling me about it, though, because apparently
they go to Saudi Arabia and it's offensive as hell.
Oh God, okay.
But no,
I don't want to see that.
I have not watched all of Sex in the City. I only saw part of an episode once.
Super fan, got a tattoo and everything.
Okay. Are you more of a? Oh, I don't know the names of them. Are you a Miranda? Is that one of them? Samantha?
I don't remember which is which.
Okay.
But so one of the episodes is about like one of the chicks doing like this figure skating competition or some shit, right? And I guess the way she wins is she like doesn't wear like underwear or like tampons, and so she shows up like on her period, and she's like bleeding all over the ice.
You know all the names, Alex.
I don't. I know there's
Carrie and Miranda and someone else.
Horseface.
Sarah Jessica
Elegant
Parker.
horseface lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so she's like bleeding all over the ice, and all the male judges are so horny that they give her the prize.
Because they're into
Why do you get horny for periods? That's like the
Somebody
that's like
does.
the least horny.
It's someone's fetish.
It's like the least horny I can be. Like I'm just like, oh,
You know there are
store's
problems.
closed. Like.
You gotta get your Red Wings, man.
Yeah, no. The texture's different.
Oh man.
What is up with this stream, dude? You make me say the most inappropriate things for our audience.
This has been particularly vulgar. I
don't know. I think we've been worse.
I think we've been worse.
There's a Deathloop stream where we talked about fucking people's dads for like 20 minutes.
Well, but that was an important discussion.
Yeah, man.
I also got lost in that building and I couldn't find my way out, so it just kind of...
Yeah.
We were just going
and the solution wasn't that complicated.
No, it wasn't. It was just literally...
It's been like 20 minutes.
Missing something super obvious.
Yeah.
It's been like 20 minutes wandering around talking about fucking people's dads.
That's what we do, man.
Yeah.
We have some good conversations on here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who's asking the important questions?
Open up your chest, old bitch.
Not 60 minutes, that's for sure.
Oh, his period blood is fire.
I don't know if you mean that literally or like if you're like a boomer.
I'm just really impressed.
that period blood is fire.
Oh my god. What you doing, buddy? I guess we can leave. No, tell me more about the Sex and the City movie, though.
Oh, the second one?
You watched it?
I have not seen it. I've seen reviews of it, but I have not seen it myself.
Okay.
But it's super offensive. They go to Saudi Arabia and they're like walking around with like, you know, they're like tits out and shit and like...
That is offensive.
And...
In Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And then it's like super like anti-Muslim.
Who wants to see a horse's tits? Come on.
Yeah, it's like incredibly like an anti-Muslim like kind of thing too. Like they
super. When did that movie come out? Was like how long after 9/11 was that?
I'm pretty sure it was fairly shortly after 9/11.
Was it?
So
Okay. I have no timeline for the Sex and the City film release.
I don't either. I remember there were reruns of them on like fucking forever ago.
It bombed.
The movies, yes. The show was weirdly popular for a long time though.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it, man.
Yeah, well, apparently
Girls like horses, I guess.
What's that show? Hot in Cleveland. That's
Hot
like
in Cleveland.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I felt like that was the
Is it
successor.
about the temperature? Or?
No, I felt like that was the successor to Sex and the City. It was a bunch of old ladies, but like they were like hot in Cleveland. Like they wouldn't be hot anywhere else. But like, well, it was just like the standards.
To be a guilt
yeah, but the concept of the show was the standards were so much lower in Cleveland. That's.
I mean, it is Cleveland, I guess.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, but we're hot in Cleveland.
So were they like just like living at the old folks home? Like
I guess that's the place you go for posting.
Isn't there a show called like Cougar Town too?
That was a thing.
Yeah.
I think old ladies just want to think that they can be sexy. You know, like just
they want to feel like they're still hot.
Yeah.
Wasn't Betty White in it?
Was she?
I don't hot in Cleveland? I don't know. Is Betty White hot in Cleveland? Damn, dude, that's Cleveland standards are low.
All I know is that there was like a running joke in Community about Ahmed being like super into the show Cougar Town, and it was like funny that he was into something so weird. But
gotcha.
I don't know anything about it outside of that.
I don't know. People like them milfs and gilfs and whatnot.
I mean, a MILF, I can understand that, but like, what?
You're
not into
the GILF thing that's too far, man.
I don't know. What if it was Helen Mirren?
I don't know what you're talking about. Helen Mirren looking pretty sexy.
I mean, at 70, yeah.
She was a GILF, right?
Yeah, but we're like 15 years past that now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I never felt that
80
way.
for Brady.
Never felt that way about Helen Mirren. I thought she was just kind of distinguished, like a Meryl Streep. Like, I appreciate a Meryl Streep, but not that way.
I can't say I ever felt the same way about Meryl Streep. I don't know what it was.
But I'm saying I never felt that way about Meryl Streep or Helen Mirren. I was just like,
I think Helen Mirren had her day, man. I just,
yeah, I don't
she
know.
had a long day, is what you're saying.
A long day's night.
Mirren was naked the second she was 20.
Yeah, like on camera, yeah. Yeah.
But you wish she was naked the second she was 60.
I mean, the pictures of her at the beach when she's in like her 60s, she's
we were all happy about it for Jeremy.
She definitely looks better than Madonna, that's for sure.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Madonna, man, trying to like show her titties off at like 55, you're like, man, come on, dude. Like, you gotta accept that, like, you know, have a personality now. You can only rely on your tits for so long. Like,
that's Madonna's downfall.
Well, didn't she get her start in porn?
Madonna?
Yeah.
Did she?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, maybe. I have no idea, though. I'd never heard that before, but
Okay.
it could be.
Maybe
true,
I'm
though.
thinking something else. I don't know.
Michael, do you know?
Is he just not our tits expert?
I mean, I don't know. Michael, would you have a problem with being referred to as the tits expert? Isn't her old arm her downfall? Does that imply she has a new arm?
Does she have like one arm that's young and one arm that's old?
How's that work?
Like a Dorian Gray situation.
It's also a really fucking cool looking environment.
Yeah, it
looks
is.
kind of like Zen from Half-Life.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Just need some weird alien
spark of
manta
the
ray
world.
birds flying around.
Where the first ice and the first fire
Came together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where Ymir would have been born out of.
Gotcha.
Should we at least tell her?
What I believe the analysts say about her.
Tit analysts? Or...
The tit analysts?
Analysts, yeah. Gotta psychoanalyze someone.
Psychoanalysts. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Stabbing you with the blade is going to be enough to create this new you?
Your dad's now got my fire in those blades. With enough of me.
Pretty disappointed once Fast X had the same ending as the second Shazam movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Gal Gadot, alright, the Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She was in. She died in the 6th movie by falling off of a plane, like that was moving at full speed onto a runway, assumingly having like every bit of her skin ground off her body by falling on that runway.
You don't
at
need your
crazy speed.
skin, Sage.
She just at the end of this movie. Spoilers if you care. Give you a little. Alright, skip ahead like 1 minute. The end of this movie is Gal Gadot coming out of a nuclear submarine.
Does she still have her skin?
Yes.
She has skin?
She's completely unharmed.
It would have been cool if she was like a skeleton, you know?
Yeah. That she had been a skeleton. That would have been at least somewhat more sensical.
What is this, Dragonheart now?
So like the prophecy that we saw in the last game was Surtur and Sinmara would like fuse into one being.
Okay.
Surtur, so basically they each have each other's heart in their body. These two giants. So what Surtur's doing is he's using the heart of her that he already has, combined with the primordial fire in Kratos' Chaos Blades, so that he will be the only one that dies to start Ragnarok, and the other giants, the ice giants in Mara, will live.
Okay. This feels like Dragonheart, though.
Dragonheart. And I remember one time I got... Dragon! I am a drunk woman beating dragon. Those eggs talk back to you, just rough them around the mouth a little bit.
Well, there's that Russian movie that's about a chick fucking a dragon.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that one.
Well, don't worry, he shapeshifts into
I told you guys about that guy that found his mom's Kindle after she died, and she was reading like erotic novels about like people like women having sex with dragons and dinosaurs and shit like that.
Were they Chuck Tingle books?
No.
It would be really funny if they were Chuck Tingle books.
Gay T-Rex law firm.
Dude, I love the fucking...
His titles are so good, dude.
They're so fucking funny.
Executive Boner, that's what it was called.
Velociraptor Butt Invasion.
Space Raptor Button.
Oh, Space Raptor Butt
That's a trilogy.
That's right, yep. You still got that poster?
I do. I love that poster. Yeah, no, it's this Russian movie where, like, this dragon kidnaps a chick at her wedding, and then, like, I guess...
Fucks her.
Basically, I guess she, like, falls in love with him because, like, he's a dragon, and, like, she didn't like the dude she was supposed to marry, so they just fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently it was really popular.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mostly in Russia and China, but, you know.
Come on, get back up there. Come on.
They're just punching him in the stomach.
He's just beating the shit out
Like
of him.
fucking bullies. That's hilarious. I never thought I'd see Valkyries doing that.
Give him a swirly or something. Just an ethereal urinal pops up.
This is an ethereal urinal. That's a great band name.
That is a great band name.
That's my new band, guys. An ethereal urinal.
Ethereal urinal.
That's amazing.
That's good.
Come on.
Kind of tag team.
Why isn't there a band called the Urinal Cakes?
The Urinal Cakes?
I mean,
The urinal.
It's good.
That's
Like, that's like
amazing.
a punk. That's a punk band name if I ever heard one. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Constantine's band in the DC, or well, in like his comic or whatever is called Mucous Membrane. That's what that makes me think of.
Yep.
So those Valkyries, are these Valkyries playing Mortal Kombat Shaolin monks because they share a health bar?
Yeah, right. Oh man, God, that's a game that needs to fucking come back.
We gotta do that sequel.
Well, they had a second one planned called Fire and Ice, where it would have been Sub-Zero and Scorpion as the two main like characters and ever.
Was it about like Trojan condoms or something?
But no, it was in planning stages, like right around when Midway went bankrupt, and then they had that whole transition to being a WB Games company or whatever. So it ended up not happening because of that, and then they've just never tried to do it again, I guess. That's always been like one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games, since I'm like, I mean, imagine having like a full two-player on like modern systems Mortal Kombat game where it's an action adventure like this, right? Where you're running around a whole world and stuff. Like that was an awesome game.
Oh shit! Now it's Kratos' turn to get a nipple cripple.
It's kind of bullshit how we beat them down to the bottom of their health bar, and then they decide to kick our ass.
Don't worry, we'll get them.
You just don't get as many QuickTime events either.
No, you don't.
In the new games.
I mean, honestly, I think
they were overdone for a while.
Yeah,
like I mean, you had stories like games like God of War that did quick time events well, but you had a lot of Kratos and the bear.
Coming to a movie theater near you.
Well, quick time events also fucking wore their welcome out.
They did,
and they kind of are just not a thing in video games for the vast majority of games anymore. Like you get some. But I'm honestly glad that they
were kind of the lazy devs like tool for a long time.
Yeah, like there was only a few games.
Whoa! Will you help us attack Asgard?
I think the bear would be the twin
compared to Kratos. Yeah, that's true.
All we have to do is call him with Gallagher when we're ready. Let's head back to Moose Farm. We can take the Mystic Gateway back from there.
Damn, we're actually clearing through this kind of faster than I was expecting.
Damn.
We might finish it today.
That'd be nuts.
I can't believe it. We've got Ragnarok on.
Yeah, well, we got like an hour left, don't we?
Yeah, we might actually just be able to finish this today. I was thinking 2 more, but...
I bet we've got Odin worried. He knows we're coming for him.
Kratos has still never quite stopped his grunting.
He's not much of a conversationalist.
No.
Odin won't stand a chance. We're gonna win. Cole was right.
Grohl failed to predict what we would sacrifice in return.
She can only see the big stuff. This is gonna work, right?
It must.
God, I can't see where I'm going. Well, honestly, actually, there might be even if it's ending slightly earlier than usual, there's a particular stopping point that I think actually might be a good place to end.
So we might do the stream a little early.
Yeah, we might even end it a little early just because there's also this,
well,
like I was saying,
want to
there's some
save enough
extra
for
stuff.
the next stream too.
Yeah.
Well, there's some extra stuff that's like post story mode. I want to make sure we wrap up to before we fully finish the stream series. But yeah, bird. That actually looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah,
like a classic, realistic dinosaur.
Yeah. There's some really weird ones that they've been discovering recently. They actually found a bird-like dinosaur that had like bat wings instead of feathered wings. It was it was a separate lineage that had developed flight independently, and then got outcompeted by the feathered ones. That was in China.
Interesting.
Because you know that one area in China, I forget the name of it, where they keep finding all these.
So many. Yeah, I think it's in Inner Mongolia or something like that.
Something like that. But yeah, it's one of the most. I think it might be the richest deposit of like ancient birds in the fossil record at this point.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, like we have all kinds of weird ass proto birds from the Jurassic and shit preserved there. And there was another one they found where it was like it had wings on its back legs, but not its front legs. That also did not succeed evolutionarily, but it did exist.
It doesn't seem like it'd be too practical.
And then there's Microraptor, which had
Microraptor?
It was called Microraptor, but it had 4 wings.
Huh.
It had leg wings and arm wings.
Interesting.
Like a drone.
Yeah, it was like a dino drone. It's really cute, though.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was like a tiny little, like, bird-sized raptor, basically, that had the strangest fucking way to fly.
Yeah, that's bizarre. That's, like, actually really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see, like, nature sort of experimenting with body plans and shit.
I mean, hell, that's all it really is, right?
Yeah.
Whatever lives. That's why I always think like sci-fi that really leans into like humans evolving much further, I think is just kind of nonsense. Because it's like we create our own solutions to our problems. Like we don't need a million years to evolve to handle a situation. We have coats, you know.
I mean, in theory, that might even have a negative effect on us, though, because we're not allowing ourselves to actually.
Oh yeah, people are. I mean, like the way that people will evolve is to be like less healthy, less physically capable. Like if there's any evolution coming for us, it's to be
the other direction.
Well, that goes all the way back to that old H.G. Wells story, right? The Man of the Year Million or whatever. Yeah, where it's like it's intended to be like a horror story, where it's about just kind of a description of what our descendants would look like, and that's actually where the little gray aliens come from.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like that's.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, that's sort of the origin of those guys.
Interesting.
So, and that's where they're even more fucked up because like their legs are all like shriveled and like don't work, and they walk on their hands and shit.
Huh.
And they spend all their time living in like nutrient baths because they can't like eat.
Damn.
Weird shit.
I can see it.
I still think we'll probably go the cyborg route or like the virtual route.
Oh, transhumanism is coming. You see that the FDA approved Neuralink to start human trials, right?
Recently, because all their monkeys died.
Yeah, I brought that up too.
I know all the monkeys.
Hey, we got
Hey, cat named Winnie.
How's it going?
What's up?
Good to see ya. I think I came across you in Horton's stream. Or no, Afternoon Toon stream. Good to see you. Welcome in.
Yeah, welcome to the animal violence special where we just murdered an innocent cow thing.
That's even straight eat me, dude.
Why do you always kill these animals, man? They're just defenseless, beasts.
They're just, dude. Come on.
You're always killing dogs. You're always killing cows.
In video games?
Yeah. How are you? Sage is murderous. Sage right now is murderous. That's how he is.
But I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
God damn it. I was good, but no, doing good ultimately though.
Yeah, something like 1,500 monkeys and other various animals that were undergoing lab tests.
I'm aware of all that, but the FDA did approve human trials regardless.
That seems so irresponsible to me.
Well, I mean,
so irresponsible.
Rich people, man, they can do what they want, right?
I mean, yeah, basically.
But that means we're one step closer to brain chips, dude.
We're one step closer to dying of brain chips.
Yeah, that's what I really mean. I don't want the chip in my brain, dude.
You better get that chip, Sage.
What if it was a tasty, like chip? Like, what if it was, like, barbecue flavor?
Like a Dorito.
Yeah.
Like the classic taco flavor.
Ooh, yeah. You want that in your brain?
Throwback Dorito in your brain, dude?
Why would I want my own brain to taste like Doritos? What are you talking about?
Well, in case there's a zombie outbreak and, like,
So I'm trying to give the zombies nachos? Like, what's happening here?
I'm just telling you.
What is the scenario? What am I supposed to be?
It's coming no matter what.
Yeah.
So you better get used to it.
What if you could, attach it to
They're gonna put a Cheeto in your brain.
A Cheeto?
Okay, well, we went from chips to Cheeto.
We can pour a little Mountain Dew in there, too?
Wait, are Cheetos not chips? I'm sorry.
What are Cheetos? That's a great
what
question.
Is a Cheeto? Cheetos aren't chips?
Well, they're not like a mechanical, computer chip, no.
I understand that, but they're not a chip.
Well, that's what I was saying.
But are Cheetos chips?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that's not a chip? I don't know what to call it.
I feel like that would legally fit the definition.
I think. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, that's a chip.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So it could go in your brain.
No. That is a completely different argument.
Well, at least they're going to ask you during the operation whether you want regular or flaming hot in your brain, so.
But yeah, what if they plug it into your brain's taste processing center so you can taste it all the time?
Yeah, dude, you can taste your brain.
That'll be the
How
default
are you
setting.
doing, a cat named Wendy? How are you today?
Sorry, these streams get kind of schizophrenic.
Yeah,
it's just stream of consciousness nonsense.
I mean, we're schizophrenic, so of course this is going to be schizophrenic.
Yeah.
What if you could get your blood replaced with Mountain Dew?
Would you?
Why would you want to do that? Why would you want that?
So you can do the do.
The refreshing taste of Mountain Dew, dude.
Die of having Mountain Dew in your veins? Like, is that what doing the do?
Yeah.
Are you telling me my
blood content is 5% Mountain Dew?
Yeah, you telling me my ABV can't be 100% Mountain Dew?
I mean, it could be. It could be. No, you know what? I think we have enough time to finish it and do those little extra things.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, we're done. This is going to be today. Yeah, this is the last one.
Damn.
Wow, she recruited 3 Valkyries. Good job. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, 2.
There's a couple more standing around
okay.
somewhere. There's one.
Okay, we're back up to 3.
We're back to 3.
Good job, Freya.
And your brother.
He came through. The elves called a truce to unite against Asgard. That gives us an advantage by air. And with
I'm pretty sure that's just the same 3 ones, but wearing different clothes.
No, that's 6, man. Come on.
No, I think they're just pulling a fast one
There's
on
a
you.
7th one up there.
That's 4.
7. You have a number fight with me.
I mean, I'm not the one who's getting fucking Doritos in his brain.
I'm not getting Doritos. Why am I?
You fucking Dorito brain, dude.
Oh yeah, that's Sigrun. She would have been the Queen Valkyrie and like the most obnoxious boss in the first game.
Okay.
Because all these Valkyries are the ones that we like freed from Odin's control in the last one, which I did not do.
Those
fights
those
were
fights were
just
a
gives me-
bitch, dude.
Oh yeah, did you try them?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Did you
what
beat
the
'em?
fuck, right?
Yeah, they're unreal.
How many did you do? Any of them or?
No, I gave up. I was like,
I think
fuck
I beat
this.
like 2 or 3.
What's the deal with Sage and Doritos?
He's getting one
They're
in
trying
his
to put
brain.
Doritos in my brain.
Well, you were saying that you wanted chips in
No,
your brain.
I did
so
not.
you were saying, okay, you want
No, I did
Doritos
not.
because that's your favorite flavor.
He said, brain chips.
That's some bullshit.
You have a right to play, and the respect of your troops.
What flavor of Dorito would you pick, man?
None.
Cool Ranch? It's gotta be Cool Ranch,
Yeah,
right?
is that
Cool
just for
Ranch
the
is
summer?
the best.
Cool Ranch in your brain.
Is that just for the summer and then you get a spicy kind during the winter?
Oh man, you doing that what's that, sweet chili?
Yeah,
Yeah,
ooh,
the sweet chili, dude.
in your brain.
You see they got Doritos Roulette now?
What the fuck is that?
It's some of the chips are really spicy.
Do they load a
and
gun
some-
with Doritos and you're supposed to shoot them into your mouth?
And then every once in a while it's a bullet and you might die.
Apparently some of them are really sour and some of them are really spicy and it's all random so you don't know and you buy them for the surprise.
That sounds terrible. I'd just buy the flavor I want.
You're an idiot.
Not being willing to
gamble with my taste buds?
Yeah.
Well, like, how spicy are we talking? Like, what's how like?
I don't think it's like the one chip challenge. Or
Okay,
anything.
so it's not like ghost pepper chip shit.
Did
Like,
you see
it's-
that? So you know that one chip challenge? So they changed that because originally they were coating the chips in activated charcoal, which dries your mouth out. So it'd make it even harder to swallow the fucking chip.
Why would you do that? It's not making food easier. They're making food harder to eat.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because it's
That's
a
not
challenge.
the evolution of what
It's a
food means.
challenge, Sage. It's supposed to challenge you to
But
swallow
it's
it.
But that's a rigged game.
Yeah, that's a super rigged. That's a rigged game.
This one chip challenge is rigged, not fair at all. It drained the swamp of my mouth, and now I can't swallow it.
You just suck off the swamp. That's what he really does.
Taste swamp.
Taste the swamp. Ugh.
Oh, that's good.
Oh god, what does a swamp taste like?
If it tastes like
my swamp.
if it tastes like it smells, I'm not interested.
Probably tastes like a rotting frog.
There's probably quite a few of those in there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready for some Doritos roulette? Some of them might taste like rotting products.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I you know what? I'd be okay with the spicy ones because I like spicy stuff.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't really bother me. But I'm not. No, but dude, if you put like dead frog chips in there, like,
I can't wait for rotting frog Mountain Dew.
Maybe.
Yeah, Michael, you maybe try that flavor.
maybe Lay's next limited edition flavor is going to be swamp ass.
I'd like them to make my blue waffle suggestion. I filled that whole form and submitted it, and they never responded.
I know, and they brought BLT back and tried to act like it was a new flavor.
Yeah,
and I was like, I remember those.
Yeah, that was
BLT
like the
chips.
first weird one I remember seeing.
It was pretty good. It really tastes like
No, just
bacon.
BLT.
No.
Oh, okay.
God, that was it really tastes like mayonnaise.
It really tastes like mayonnaise Dew.
Where is that flavor, man?
Mayonnaise Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Ooh, Michael, you want to try some mayonnaise Mountain Dew?
You ever seen this Alabama?
I do
You ever
not.
seen this
Is there
Alabama?
octopus in there though?
Ooh,
You
yeah.
ever seen this Alabama style barbecue sauce?
Maybe?
It's mayonnaise based.
Oh, no.
It's like a white barbecue sauce.
Ugh.
I'm not here for it. But
Okay.
I don't want it to look like somebody is all over my food. Like, come on.
Yeah. I don't know. I watched some YouTube video of a guy. He was like, I tried. Alabama is like the fattest state in America, so I wanted to try some of the food that's popular down there. And then he like whipped out this burger, like this double bacon cheeseburger between two grilled cheese sandwiches. And I was like, holy shit,
That's not okay.
it looked all right.
Did it?
A burger that's got two grilled cheese sandwiches as its bun?
Yes.
No, that's not okay.
Why is that not okay?
You're eating three things.
Sounds good to me.
Isn't that just a double down?
That's not okay either. We didn't get that double down to try on the stream.
Oh, I fucked up. It's probably gone now.
Damn it. Alex, we were supposed to have a whole double down review.
I don't know. I want to try that
We're supposed to double down on those double downs.
I wanted to try that double down dog.
What's that?
In the Philippines, they were doing double down dogs, where they turn
A
the
hot dog.
they turn the chicken into a hot dog bun.
Shame on these people, man. I swear to God.
Man, I thought the Philippines were just corrupt in terms of their government.
No, apparently it's their food too.
I don't know, man. You've never seen what they do to spaghetti.
No.
What do they do to spaghetti? They fuck it?
No.
You made it sound really concerned.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know.
It's like they're
I don't know.
trafficking spaghetti or
I don't know if
something.
you ever see the
Spaghetti, yeah.
spaghetti. It's like, I think it's basically ketchup with baby shrimp in it.
Ketchup and shrimp on spaghetti.
Yeah.
That actually doesn't sound horrible.
I don't like ketchup at all, so.
You don't like ketchup or mayonnaise? What condiments do you like?
Jizz.
No, that's too close to mayonnaise.
That's why you don't like mayonnaise. It disappoints you because it's not jizz.
It doesn't have the rich flavor of jizz.
God.
So mayonnaise is like diet jizz per se.
I don't think there's anything diet about mayonnaise. There's nothing diet about mayonnaise at all.
I think our new streamer is probably left by now.
Yeah, we
New
might
audience
escape.
member.
This has been a particularly gross stream.
Yeah, I don't know. You know?
I apologize, but I also won't stop.
He's about to get his soul sucked.
Man, when are we getting more Mortal Kombat?
No, they're making that movie. I'm
When
telling
it
you.
come out, man? When's it coming out?
I don't know, but Carl Urban might be Johnny Cage in it.
Is he gonna scowl the whole time?
Yeah.
What happened to Carl Urban's career?
That first movie was successful, dude.
Oh, man.
I'm saying,
But this one won't be.
No, I don't think it will be, but the studio thinks it's going to be because the first one was.
Did he just wake up to realize that Faye had been just like cheating on him with Brock? Nah, Faye wouldn't do that. Brock would though.
He might. It's almost weird to hear Atreus' voice in the first game now. I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
his older sounding. You know, they had to re-record all the dialogue, all the voice work in this, like halfway through production because his voice dropped halfway through production of the game.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's like that Simpsons episode where you got that flashback of Homer in like choir, and then his voice dropped during the middle of the choir.
Yeah, right. Ugh. All right. Yeah, I know. So you've seen a lot of it.
Caused a lot of it.
Caused a lot of it. Seen a lot of it. I mean, he killed his first wife. I think she would have been a little worried about that.
Yeah. It's not a good track record. But then, I don't know, some people are into that.
Does she have like a choking thing?
Saves these trees.
Well, I was talking...
These trees making you hungry, dude?
Yeah, man. It's Dorito cheese. Dorito trees.
What?
This is where Doritos grow.
Yeah.
Off of them trees.
Nordic Force?
Yeah. Did you know that?
What are you talking about? Are you both having strokes or am I having one? What's happening right now?
Well, I was making a joke about how the trees look like they had jizz on them, so I was wondering if you were hungry.
Fuck you.
But they turned yellow, so I thought it was a Dorito joke.
It's
Yeah.
birch bark, man.
Birch Doritos.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't thinking like choking or anything. I was thinking like all those chicks that were like trying to get with like Ted Bundy after he went to prison.
Oh yeah. You think Kratos had like a line of like Manson fans that were like, "Oh, he's so hot, he killed his wife."
Well, you know.
Maybe. You saying maybe?
Yeah, you know, wife murderers, they're pretty hot.
Are they?
I mean, I don't think so, but there were a lot of Manson fans.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Manson fans, a lot of Bundy fans. I don't know what it is, man.
It goes the other way too. There are chicks who like killed their boyfriends or husbands or whatever.
And then there's guys that like fawn all over them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's so weird, dude.
The guys,
That's
I don't
weird.
know what the impulse is, but I feel like deep down every woman has this idea like, oh, I can save him. Like,
There are definitely dudes who think that about chicks.
Yeah, I think that goes both ways.
I can fix her as a meme for a reason.
No.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
that. I mean,
That's true.
yes, and also that goes both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who once tried to take charge of your engine?
That was different.
Yeah, I don't try to pick my relationships like cars out of barns where I'm like,
Like, how much work is this going to take?
just like, oh, all it needs is a little elbow grease.
If you're picking up chicks at a bar and they need elbow grease, that's a bad sign. That's a red flag.
Yeah, grease your elbows, man.
Get those elbows greased. Jump in there. Go to work.
Okay, what the fuck are they doing? Why is she covered in slime?
Those are all the trees that she's marking for her funeral pyre.
Oh.
You know, those were all over the first game.
That's why she's sliming those trees?
Yes, she's leaving a snail trail everywhere.
Do you know that Nickelodeon slime was just pudding?
Really?
Huh.
Yeah. It's a
I mean, that
diaper.
sounds like a horrible thing to get in your hair.
Yeah, like a big pudding load.
Yeah. You guys want pudding loads in your hair? I mean, I feel like that sounds awful. Are you trying to advocate for getting pudding jizz all over your face? The hair and just I mean, come on. That's got to take like 6 showers to get that shit out of there.
Pudding?
Yeah.
Oh, you wash pudding out of your hair pretty easily.
They
man.
probably made it like
It's not
intentionally.
glue.
If we ever make our Pussy Door to Mars band, I feel like Pudding Load is going to be one of the song titles. Our first album.
That is definitely one of the songs on the first album. Pudding load.
Jack, get this snack pack. Hot pudding load.
Man. We definitely scare people off, I think, sometimes.
Our channel name is extremely accurate.
I don't care.
No, I mean, it's just the conversations that we have.
Somebody will like it.
Yeah. Afternoon 2 likes us.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I know he's heard, like, the worst of our conversations.
Yeah.
He keeps inviting me on his show, even after that stuff.
Yeah.
You guys seem to be talking over the sentimental shit.
Not all of it.
Just most of it. I mean, we didn't talk over Brock's death.
Yeah, Brock. Yeah,
I was upset when Brock died.
She's already dead, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless she's gonna die again.
No, she.
Technically, Brock died.
Dead.
That's true. No, she's gone. She gone. I don't know, this pudding.
Is this Deborah Ann Wool?
It is, yes. Yes, it is. That actually is.
I like how Michael will recognize fairly obscure actresses and then ask, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
I don't think she's that obscure.
I don't know who she is.
You've watched like everything she's been in.
Oh, well, I don't know her name.
How many things has she been in just besides this?
Well, she was Karen in Daredevil.
Was she Karen in the Karen movie?
No, no.
Was she Karen in that video from McDonald's, dude?
No.
Okay, I want to make sure.
How many of these Karen videos was she in?
Yeah.
Still Daredevil, goddamn.
Daredevil was a Karen?
Oh my god.
I don't remember you guys need to move everything around here because I can't see shit.
And also, yes, and also she was in True Blood.
Oh, okay.
But you definitely saw her in that.
I do remember her from True Blood now. It took me a while.
But, well.
Daredevil was much better of the two examples.
It was.
Hack some motherfuckers up. Now, I am curious. We haven't. We didn't get the announcement at the PlayStation Showcase. This is one I thought we might. But the director that did the 2018 game, right?
The masks on these Valkyries kind of like look like Cenobite mouths.
They do actually. Yeah.
I didn't realize
that Hellraiser thing going on.
I didn't realize that was a mask. I thought maybe she'd just like eaten a lot of pasta and wiped her mouth afterwards.
Well, you know the Norse. I mean, they love
just pig it out of their pasta, you know.
Yeah. No, they love their red sauce pasta.
Yeah, well, it's like a delicacy, you know. She had to go all the way down to like fucking Rome to eat it.
Think we'll ever go to Rome?
It'd be interesting. Kind of a rehash of Greece, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, that'd be funny if it was just a side area of something where it's like...
Well, maybe like Aphrodite and the few gods that Kratos didn't kill in Greece actually like have reconstructed.
That would actually be a really interesting version of Roman mythology if it was like a deliberate...
Like they changed their names so Kratos wouldn't come after
the
them.
Witness Protection Society.
Rome is just a straight up Witness Protection Society.
That's
for
awesome.
The Greek gods that managed to
Just
escape.
Jupiter's there, like no.
The FBI told me you couldn't find me.
It'd be funny. It would honestly be funny to like if you went to Rome like just as Atreus without Kratos and you were like hearing like stories about how fucking terrifying his dad
That would be
is.
funny.
I would actually thoroughly enjoy that.
Hey, buddy.
Old Kratos would have knocked him out just for saying that too.
Seriously, would have punched his teeth out.
Well, Freyr is like a fucking frat bro to
He's a
begin with.
douche, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Brett Dalton from the guy he played like the traitor mole character in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh,
yeah, that guy. That's the voice of.
His voice did sound familiar.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna have to stand on this side of it. People will not leave him alone. He really tried, man.
He did.
Like I respect Kratos as like he really did not want any part of this shit. It's like walk hard. Yeah.
You don't want no parts of this, do we?
Yeah. I don't want no part of this war. Turns all your good feelings or bad feelings into good feelings. It's a nightmare.
I forget, are we getting a God of War TV series?
Yeah.
Isn't
It's
it
gonna be garbage?
Isn't it going to start from the last game too?
They haven't said that, but I would think I'm guessing they probably will just try and start with these games, which will make no sense. Like the story in these games only works because of the older games. Like people do like to.
Without knowing what Kratos was like before,
his character arc has no meaning.
Yeah, you can't OD on it.
It probably won't be as good as that Raid Shadow Legends show.
Oh my god, fucking Raid Shadow Legends.
Is that coming?
Cannot. Yeah, well, it's happening.
Coming.
We're watching it, dude.
No.
We are watching. We're gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, Raid Shadow Legends stream, dude.
I don't wanna. I really don't wanna.
You do want to, dude.
Yeah, man.
I don't.
Are you worried they won't do justice to the game?
I got an idea. Sage, Alex, I have an idea. You will love this. What we should do a special stream where we do like a split screen thing, right? On one side of the stream, it's Raid Shadow Legends, the show. We're watching it, right?
I know what you're gonna say.
And the other side is you're playing it.
No, you don't even play it.
You do.
Set it up to play yourself.
Well, yeah. So
then you have more time to watch.
Yeah, man. We just hit that auto battle order, just let it do its thing. You can even compare the game and the show, like see how close they are. You know?
No, I don't. No. No Raid Shadow Legends.
Can we react to reaction videos for Raid Shadow Legends? Like people reacting to...
How many fucking layers deep do you want to get with this Raid Shadow Legends?
I didn't want to get as deep as you're
We only react to
reaction.
reactions to Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
Well, me and Ulysses will react to you reacting to reaction videos of Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
We'll be like, oh man, Sage really hates it. I think that'd be good for you, dude.
Yeah. We can finally settle the oh shit. I like it and we'll watch.
Oh my god, no! These Raid Shadow Legends shit's gotta stop.
What?
What if it becomes like the next big thing? What if there's like movies about it? What if the cinematic universe?
I saw you have a new doormat that says "Wipe your paws."
Yeah.
How many animals you bring into your house? Is this outnumbering the humans to such an extent now that you don't even bother like putting out messages for us?
Just all them cats coming and going.
Sure. All the cats, man. Just every cat.
Well, how many of them actually leave when they get here? Like, I know they usually stay, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I know you won't let them leave.
Yeah.
I'm sure they want to leave.
That was his sword. Odin stole from him. Gonna welcome out that reads white.
Man, somebody will actually do that though. That's
You'll
open the door and they'll be dragging your door.
Well, Alex came in with a droopy ass and he put it right on my couch today. So.
I was in that all over this couch, dude.
Yeah, man. War machine?
They're trying. There's these machines that are destroying the towers to try and prevent more troops from coming through.
So they look like War Machine from the Marvel movies?
You mean like Don Cheadle?
Yeah.
No.
You told me Don Cheadle was in this game.
Yeah,
no, Don Cheadle's not in this game.
You lied to me, Say.
I did not tell you anything.
You only got me here because you told me there was going to be Don Cheadle.
Yeah,
I told you that you're here.
Yeah. You said Don Cheadle is going to reign over us, dude.
Why has to be true?
I feel like we might have to go over it again.
Yeah, we gotta re-explain
about
that.
Zembic part?
Yeah, you gotta tell Michael about it.
Oh man, so there's this
Zembic stream.
There's this medicine called Ozembic. And it's like it has like a real medical. I believe it's for diabetes, but I might be lying. But it has an actual medical use. But it causes you to lose weight really fast. So people are spending tons of money to get it prescribed to them because they just don't want to diet. But apparently one of the major side effects of Ozembic is this new thing called Ozembic butt, where it makes your ass really saggy.
I've got a dragon too.
Yeah, they came in with the dwarves, I think.
Ooh. Yeah, fuck that guy in particular.
Yeah, fuck that guy in particular.
Yeah, who would want that? Rich people, apparently.
Yeah, apparently rich people are all over it.
They want that saggy ass, man.
That hot Ozembic butt, dude.
Alex didn't like it when I suggested they're going to be twerking with that
flabby
ass.
Yeah, whipping their ass cheeks around at people like fucking Blades of Chaos.
Blades of Chaos! That's what they're going to call it.
Blades of Ass. Ass of Chaos? I don't know.
Like that Asian guy from Inhumans.
Oh god, yep.
Fucking Karnak.
Karnak, dude. Oh, I couldn't. Karnak was so old.
Yeah.
He really did look like a Japanese man who had like dozed off in a sauna or something.
Yeah, and they gave him that whole sex scene.
Yeah, that made me uncomfortable.
You like that, Sage?
What? Oh, Karnak?
Yeah.
Fuck no, dude. Oh my god, that was like the most disgusting. Old people shouldn't have sex.
What if you could have watched Karnak fucking Helen Mirren?
No.
You're not into that?
No. Karnak is still involved.
You being mirroring his sack, dude.
Well, I mean, that was... we're also talking about like 15 years ago at this point.
You like that?
No, I don't. If Karnak is involved, I do not like it.
He likes those elderly Japanese man titties.
What about like elderly like sumo wrestler titties?
Ooh, gross.
Those are just double D old saggy Japanese man titties.
You sure they're that small?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What if they made Karnak into a sumo wrestler?
Why would that be any better?
So we can watch him fuck.
You lick that boobs like you do that, man. You get up under there and just like
Ooh.
be sucking the crease.
Ew, oh god.
Sage, come on, man.
Why are you doing that?
What do you mean? Come on, what? You're the one being disgusting.
I was worried when I heard that you were eating those Jizzritos, dude.
Lies. All rumors and lies.
Is that like nachos, but you don't use cheese?
Use dick cheese.
If we had an audience, it's gone now.
There's still a few monsters like us.
Well, there's Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
We haven't really talked about gnomes at all this week.
We haven't, no.
I just like that Twitter has now figured out that I hate gnomes.
It is actively trying to show you their death.
Yeah, so it's like you're gonna love this lawn ornament of gnomes being murdered by a T-Rex.
The ultimate monster gnomes.
There's Thor fighting Jormungandr.
Cool.
It's the young one, though, that Atreus and Angerboda only just created, though.
Interesting.
The old one
slithered off somewhere.
Yeah, we actually don't really see him again from the very beginning of the game. That's assuming. I'm assuming they're kind of waiting for a sequel to do something with that.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Off the cliff you go.
Dead? Yeah, dead.
That's not an answer.
No, I don't think that fits.
Yeah.
No, just dead.
So you're a gnome necrophiliac.
Dead at any age, man. Whatever.
So gnome necrophilia is your thing?
Just want him dead.
So you can fuck him.
Sure.
You're not saying no.
Just so that they're not alive.
That's pretty dark, Alex.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, man, I don't know how you feeling about
Wow, we have 6 people watching somehow.
Wow, and during this conversation of all things. And oh, God.
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we finally got too far.
I think that's the line.
Yeah.
Gnomes are also exclusively old.
That's
true. Yeah,
I think you can only have them be old because they always have the beards.
Yeah, they got the beards, the gray hair, you know.
Yep. You cast as a viewer, Michael.
We've cost our own.
We've said shit that bad before.
We have.
Oh,
we can't lie.
Sorry, Alex's reputation with gnomes just had to be known.
I do, and I might be cautiously optimistic, but I feel like gnome fever is breaking.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Horton sent me images that prove just how much of an international
It's just going
really
global.
is. Yeah, I think if anything, it's getting worse.
I hope not, dude.
Okay, Sage, you gotta solve this with diplomacy. There's a cow involved. Okay?
Okay, first of all, it's not even a cow. Yeah, you started that fever.
Fine, it's a cow cat. It's a cow cat. Sage, this is not diplomacy.
PETA,
use your words.
Dude, come on, man. What would PETA say?
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
PETA poisons dogs.
Do they?
Yeah, dude. They've literally gone on campaigns where they're
vegetables?
No, they literally gone on like dog killing campaigns.
What?
Why are they killing?
What are you talking about?
What?
No, dude, I'm not even kidding.
This is like a humane society thing.
No, like they straight up will go around and they will like poison as many like pit bulls as they can find because they're like dangerous and like could kill other dogs. I'm not kidding, dude. This is literally something that PETA has done.
Oh, wow.
We've gone on like campaigns of like actively trying to like murder.
Well, that's
dogs.
fucked up.
Yeah, PETA straight up kills animals like because they think they're the wrong kind of animal.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, you guys haven't heard of that before?
No.
Yeah, no, that's like the main reason I fucking hate them. Because they actively murder animals depending on the circumstances.
They're annoying.
No, I mean on top of that, yeah. Yeah, no, PETA's fucking, like, actually, like, moral garbage.
Like, that's no different than, like, killing, like, lions and wolves and shit, because they're predators.
Yeah, no, that's literally what they do.
Except...
PETA's, like, it literally is the same evil that they always claim to be, like, caring about.
Except, of course, the main difference is that pit bulls aren't actually inherently more dangerous dogs.
I know, I'm late.
Where is your army?
No more dwarves are dying for this. Save it! Odin forced them to build those war machines. I'm here to tear them down.
Before you break, you must turn them on the wall.
Fine. Leave it to the dwarves to clean up after the giants.
Man, I would hate to clean up after it. Yeah, man.
You need quite the glad bag, dude. hefty.
Who are these assholes?
Who I'm fighting, or?
Which assholes in particular? I'm not talking about you guys.
Just like the enemies I'm fighting? Also, I guess, Michael, I'm assuming, did you just not really play this game, then? Yet? Let's see. So I can give you a little mythology breakdown of what these enemies are, if you want.
Basically, they're big bags of dicks.
Big dick bags. Oh yeah. Well, there's the standard like Asgard enemy we're fighting in this game. They're called the Einherjar, right? Which is from Norse mythology, right? They're the soldiers in Valhalla that the human souls in Valhalla that Odin is supposed to unlock access to when Ragnarok
happens. Is he like unlocking an achievement when that happens?
I don't think so. No. But in this game, he like jailbroke them early, so you're fighting them kind of throughout the game.
The mythological, they were just human dudes.
Yeah, they're kind of zombies. Like they were humans, but they're kind of like almost like zombie warriors. I mean, they have some intelligence to them in terms of like being able to fight and like use weapons and stuff. But yeah, they're kind of zombies in a way, which is from actual Norse mythology. It is literally Odin's army at Ragnarok. He's supposed to have this like infinite army because they'll all just keep coming back.
Yeah.
And then in this game, the idea is he jailbroke them from Valhalla early, and so we've actually been fighting him throughout the whole game because he like somehow was able to. Although we never really got an explanation for that.
It was just an excuse to have more enemy variety.
Yeah, it's just I mean that's one of the biggest complaints about the 2018 game is the lack of enemy variety because you only fight a few different kinds of creatures throughout that game. This game definitely made up for that. A lot of different kinds of enemy types in this one. Even if the Einherjar are like the main ones.
What the fuck is that?
That's what Surtur turned into.
Oh shit. I'm a little disappointed though that he's not just a cloud of gas.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing you can imagine.
Yeah.
A big fart cloud.
Oh god, dude, they were not gonna parallax this motherfucker.
Come on, man.
Well,
Don't you remember how much you love Parallax?
Or Galactus?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? At least Galactus wasn't a shit cloud.
Is it Galactus? It's damn close.
It's that.
This marks the spot.
Yep.
I didn't want this.
Sindri don't give a shit.
What, you didn't want Galactus to show up and laser Asgard?
I mean, that would have been kind of cool. Well, Yeah. Who do you think the next comic book villain to get turned into a cloud is going to be?
I don't know, man. I mean, Darkseid.
Do you think they'll do that?
Darkseid could be the cloud.
Darkseid could be a cloud.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom could be a cloud.
Yeah, the Doom cloud.
Oh, they just killed that in Midgard settlement, didn't they?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
But that's like, the big creature is definitely going to if he keeps moving.
I mean, I'd blame Odin for that one. He intentionally put them there.
Yeah, no, I mean, Odin literally put like a whole human civilization in there just so that.
Hey, is a flare gun?
I guess, yeah.
Or he just wanted to shoot off fireworks. Hey, it's the 4th of July!
I mean, yeah.
Has there been gnomes in it yet?
Gnomes? No, I don't know.
Unfortunately, no. Not a cannibalism either.
This series is too highbrow for gnomes.
They're kind of Norse.
I don't know what.
Are they Nordic?
Alex, are there gnomes in Nordic?
Are there Viking gnomes?
No.
Like they got little horns on their gnome
hats? There are no
hats?
gnomes in Valhalla?
No, just trolls and dwarves and shit.
What if there's like a really badass gnome that like earned its place in like Valhalla? Wouldn't you respect that gnome?
Yeah. Well, yeah. How would you talk shit to that gnome if it earned its way into Valhalla?
Are you telling me this happened?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't been to Valhalla.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. If you found one there, how would you talk shit about it?
Yeah.
I just don't think I would. You know, I mean, I just.
But what if you did? Is the question.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a hypothetical. You know that doesn't. I just don't think it would happen. Like, I mean, like.
Well, how would you? Yeah, just hypothetically, Alex.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, but that's my point. That's my point. Is that it's a hypothetical because like it doesn't exist. So like it's like asking like.
Okay, fine. If Asgard is too high concept for you, what if you met a gnome on Earth that was like John Wick, but a gnome?
What if Hitler donated $1 million to the ADL, dude? Like, I mean, like, what are you asking me right now?
Okay, well...
I don't think that would make up for genocide, but I mean, this gnome hasn't done anything wrong.
The gnome didn't do anything wrong. It just was...
But I'm just saying you're asking me something that I think is impossible. Like, it just...
But what if it was? How would you react to it?
But again, like, I mean, maybe it would make me rethink gnomes or whatever, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
But you're saying that there is a scenario in which you could rethink your position.
Alex, what if you killed
My complaint about gnomes have always been they haven't done anything cool. If a gnome did something cool,
then your ass.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think that's cool?
They've been pulling all kinds of brown rocks out of there.
Oh, yeah, was this
fill up your asshole.
Yeah, it's like that owl getting to the center of the lollipop.
I'm just saying that you can throw all these hypotheticals at me, and if they did occur, then maybe I would have to rethink my position on those. But you can't show me that it's actually happened. Like,
okay, Alex, here's another hypothetical for you.
Okay.
What if, because you hate gnomes so much, you killed a gnome's dog, like just to like make him suffer?
I wouldn't kill a dog.
But what if it was a gnome's dog? What if it had the beard and the hat?
I feel like the gnome's making the dog do that. I don't think that's fair.
Well, what if you thought you were putting the dog out of its misery? And you killed it,
maybe to free it from a gnome.
See, and then that gnome got really pissed, and it became like the gnome version of John Wick. And it came after you.
I just find that reaction from a gnome unlikely.
But what would you do?
I don't know. Try not to get shot, I guess.
What if there's like a whole gnome secret society of assassins?
Yeah, man, you could be fucking on their shit list after that.
You've been talking a lot of shit about
I'm still alive, so I think that doesn't exist.
Well, you haven't killed him yet.
I have to be the world's foremost gnome shit talker. Like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk the amount of shit about gnomes that I do. Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
Like, and they haven't done dick about it yet. Like,
well, maybe you're advancing their cause in a way that you don't know.
By acknowledging their existence?
Yeah, man. Like, people are thinking, like, oh, what's going on with these gnomes? Why is he talking about them so much? Form a little gnome sex club with you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like to answer hypotheticals.
No? I feel like you've talked about plenty of hypotheticals in the past. But
as soon as gnomes are part of it, though.
Well, I don't know, man. You're just asking me all these questions, like, oh, what if a gnome, like, created world peace or something?
Yeah,
like
what if a gnome created the world? What a god with a gnome.
Yeah, man. What would you do?
He's always depicted with the beard, right?
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
proof, man.
That's solid, concrete evidence.
Well, then it would explain why he's tortured me so much.
What if you met like an angel that came down from heaven and it was a gnome with wings, you know?
I mean, that's kind of what a cherub is, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you hate cherubs?
No.
Are they gnomes?
They're not gnomes. They don't got beards. I don't know. They seem to have a function that they fulfill. Like,
I mean, you have a function gnomes.
Gnomes represent for me like kind of an existential, metaphysical kind of meaninglessness. Like I don't.
Gnomes are nihilism. How would you treat Einstein or John somebody if they had been a gnome?
I mean, I think Sartre's kind of a hack. I guess I respect Einstein, so I can't.
Had me believing you that we didn't have to be enemies.
Dude, you're okay.
My mom was right about you all along.
No, shit. We got legalized weed officially.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Minnesota.
Interesting.
Just happened.
Yeah.
Just got a text from Nadia about it. Yeah, straight up.
That is pretty crazy.
There we go, man.
Yep.
Whew. Been waiting for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, Minnesota took its time.
It did, yeah, seriously.
There have been
Some of the Michigan fucking did it for. I'm like, are you serious? The fucking rednecks that I know from Michigan.
Yeah, well, Minnesota is a pretty puritanical state, though.
I
Like,
suppose.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
yeah, I mean, you still can't sell liquor at the grocery store. You still can't.
What are you talking about? There's a
get
whole
that
like
in
liquor
Target.
section at Cub.
Target too.
No, they have a separate liquor store.
Okay, at the front.
Yeah, but no, that's how they get. Hey, that's how they get around the law. You can't have a grocery.
Okay, but then that law's not actually stopping.
Yeah, but if you like, dude, if you walk into a Walgreens in like Illinois, the first thing you see is like a mountain of vodka. Like as you.
I mean, all right, fair. But that's such a small, like, they barely are having to separate it.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like what, they put one wall up and
They're
there you go.
Technically has to be in a separate store. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying if you walk into a grocery store in Wisconsin or you walk into a grocery store in New York, like there's liquor right there as soon as you walk in the door. It's like the first thing you see.
I mean, sure.
I'm not saying that the laws haven't been subverted and circumvented.
Because if I go to the Cub grocery store, the liquor is the first thing I see because the liquor store is at the front.
Yeah, Target too.
Yeah, I know.
There's a wall between them, but it's still the first thing.
I will say technically
the law has been subverted, but the intention was.
I will say technically they have two entrances.
Yeah.
They got the grocery entrance and then they also got the liquor store entrance that connect to the same building.
Yes.
But it's like if you just walk straight forward, it's the liquor store. You have to turn and go a different direction to the actual grocery store.
I'm not saying that they have not found a loophole and exploited it completely, but the point is that you're not supposed to be able to sell liquor at the grocery store.
At this point, either just get rid of the law or rewrite it, you know?
It's not stopping anyone.
Well, people are always going to find a way around the laws, dude. And I don't think the politicians care that much, but there is like a strain of that kind of like puritanical kind of shit in this state. You know?
I guess.
We're like the 23rd state to legalize weed. You'd think we'd be like just based on the voting patterns in the state that we would have been higher up the list, but
yeah,
it just is kind of the way this state is. Like what? You've only been able to sell liquor on Sunday for 3 years now.
Yeah.
That's a pretty recent change. Well, Volstead, the guy who put the bill in to start prohibition, was from Minnesota.
Really?
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
Yep. The Volstead Act.
That guy's an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, prohibition did not work out.
No. There's a lot of blood on his hands when you think about where that led.
It was like the most unsuccessful thing ever.
No, it just shows you that if people want to do something, they're going to do it.
Well, I mean, prohibition actively benefited the sale of alcohol for criminals.
Yeah.
Like, it just made
it created an industry for criminals to exploit, yeah, for sure.
I mean, the first episode of the show Boardwalk Empire is all of the corrupt politicians and like gangster leaders having a party because of how like the night prohibition is passed because of how much money they're going to make.
Right.
Like it's literally the whole like opening of the show is them having this massive fucking hoedown because of that.
Yeah. Well.
So it made the mafia a big thing in America.
Yeah.
Hey, hey. Get out of here. Fuck off. A drunk asshole.
Yeah, it's amazing how often we make all these fucking laws and they just blow up in our faces.
Well, it's because it's just one crazy person's puritanical fucking, you know, need for other people to not be allowed to have fun. This is half the time. That's all this shit is. Yeah. I mean, look at the fact that we're only just now finally getting legal weed.
You can kind of understand where prohibition came from because it came up at the same time as women's suffrage. And as women gained political power, a lot of women were like, "We're tired."
They decided, let's be even bigger buzzkills.
Well, it was mostly we're tired of being beat by our alcoholic husbands.
Well, that's fair.
That was a big part of what prohibition was.
Not everybody drinking was doing that.
No, I know.
Maybe they could have just passed a law about.
And there were a lot of people still doing that after prohibition.
I agree with all of that. I'm just telling you that was a big part of the political push behind prohibition was women were gaining political power and they were like, we're tired of these alcoholics beating the shit out of us.
Which is amazing. Yeah, but it's amazing when you think about how we had such ass backwards like fucking domestic abuse laws for so long. Right. Like, we weren't even like legally interfering in that shit like relatively recently.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, not that it wasn't a dumb thing to do, but that was a big part of it, was that women had political power and they were basically angry at their alcoholic husbands for beating them.
I read that in the Homer Simpson.
I also read that in the Homer Simpson.
That was clearly Homer Simpson, yeah. No, it is interesting the more you learn about like time period, like historical periods and stuff, where you realize kind of like the motivations and what the arguments were for things. And
yeah. Oh, it was a wyvern. I forgot that's what those are supposed to be.
Yeah, they don't have arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the nerdy distinction that doesn't always get made.
I always think it's interesting because sometimes you'll see people attempt to do like realistic dragons, right?
Right, and they just make them wyverns.
Well, usually what they do is they come up. I've seen it where like they'll come up with some whole fucking evolutionary tree where you got some fucking Cretaceous ancestor or some shit. With a time period, it was just a goddess having a period.
Are you high now?
Yeah.
What question was that?
I like how we circled back on that, though.
It did tie back into the conversation earlier, so that's fair.
Maybe that'll be the next Sex and the City movie.
There you go. This is Aphrodite in the city.
Aphrodite in the city. But yeah, it'll be like this whole evolutionary tree where you got some sort of dinosaur thing that grows wings and becomes a dragon, and they always go to these ridiculous pains to try and explain why it would have fire breath. And it's like...
Just let it be a dragon. Just be a fan.
Exactly.
I mean, why are you trying so hard to explain it?
I don't know, because there's got to be, like, real-world fantasy, you
How
know?
could you argue for fire breath? You might be able to argue for, like, some type of, like, burning venom or spit or something like a fire ant has, but, like...
Right.
How could you argue for actual, like, pyrotechnics and shit like that?
I don't know.
That's never happened in evolution. That's not something that exists. Like, there's not even the precursor to that.
Maybe the dragon, like, really liked, like, Kiss concerts.
Yeah, okay.
They all just become fucking fire drinkers.
Alright, hold on. Oh, there we go.
I'm a fakir.
Great launch. That's where we gotta go.
Busy getting yourself killed?
There you go. Thor hitting it so hard it went back in time.
Yeah.
So there's always a Jormungandr. But yeah, this game, we generally don't come back to like the present day, like older Jormungandr that would have existed, that was left over from that cycle happening.
Right.
All right, punch him right in the beer belly.
Right. Oh, well, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Thor still has that open cut from the beginning of the game on his belly because the Leviathan axe was like coated in ether at one point, so that even a god can't heal from that wound.
You sure he hasn't had a C-section?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not what that is.
I do like that the big badass fight in this game is between two middle-aged men. It's not something you see enough.
Well, we still gotta fight Odin.
That's true.
So we got the old man coming up. Kratos is just too hopeful about this stuff sometimes.
Yeah, Thor ain't the type to be redeemed, I suspect. Man, they should have had this version of Thor in the Marvel movie.
That would have been fun.
That's what they should do with Thor movies next, if we're honest. Like, have like an alternate universe Thor become like the main one where he's like this. That might actually kind of sell me on that again.
Yeah? No, I'd be alright with watching Thor movies where Thor's like actually accurate to Norse mythology. Oh, I love that.
Nice.
Using the Blades of Chaos to whip Mjolnir in his face. It would have been cool if we actually got to use Mjolnir.
Yeah, that would have been really nice.
I mean, the Leviathan Axe is already in function so similar,
right.
Like it might have felt like too similar, I don't know.
I think it would have been fun as like a bonus weapon at the end of the game.
Yeah, like something
for beating it, or whatever.
Yeah, that's something like that, yeah.
Or even just like a reskin of the axe, if nothing else.
That's right. Yeah, why not like just to do a reskin? Yeah, that would have worked really well, actually.
I do like how evil he is, too.
Come on.
Oh shit, he's...
Kratos can't quite hold Mjolnir.
No. Damn, Kratos is just schooling Thor in this fight.
Keep my name out, damn.
Oh man, he's about to get Kratos about to get Will Smith slapped.
That's great.
Will Smith as Thor.
I don't think Thor would just let somebody fuck his wife like that, dude.
No. You get a lot more than a slap for that.
Yeah.
Well, Will Smith didn't slap.
Will Smith, yeah, nobody got slapped.
Well, that's true, but the guy who was making fun of it. Well, actually,
not even making fun of it, just making fun of his wife.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun. I love
Ricky
Gervais's joke because what was Ricky Gervais's joke? Because I wouldn't have told the joke about Jada Pinkett Smith or about Will Smith's wife. I would have told the joke about her boyfriend. we go.
Oh, bye, Thor.
Nice knowing you.
In some ways, I think the Mjolnir could have just been like a skin for the axe because they're so similar in so many ways. It didn't need to be its own separate weapon. But it would have been at least cool if you could have made it look like it.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Your daughter. My son calls her friend. If you try to hurt her, I would not.
And she's not a fuck up like your sons were.
Yeah. She actually comes across as fucking reasonable.
Someone with a fucking brain in her head.
Yes. But what will you do now? We don't change. Destroy us. No more. For the sake of our children, we must be better.
Why isn't he dead?
I think it's a simple fucking concept.
I love Odin in this
great.
game, dude. He's such a good villain.
What is this? Are you broken?
I am your father. Take the hammer and kill who I tell you to kill.
Oh shit.
I didn't want this. I did not want this.
Damn.
Yeah, Odin is really heartless.
Odin's a son of a bitch, man.
They've done this to us.
She literally sees him kill him and tries to blame them.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah, he even fucking beats her with the thing. Yeah.
Damn.
Now bye-bye, Thor.
Alright, this is, I assume, the final boss.
Yep.
Like throwing her against a rock?
He doesn't give a shit.
Nah.
I hate sand.
Like,
Turned her against me and I hate sand.
I like how, yeah, Odin takes zero responsibility for anything.
No, he doesn't give a shit. I mean, he literally killed Thor in front of his own daughter and then was immediately like, oh, it's their fault.
They did it!
They did it.
They did it! You all saw that!
It's like the Ice King going like, I didn't kill her this time, right? Everybody saw that?
God, that was good.
Oh, come on, dude. Atreus is he's so naive.
Yeah, Odin is the one person there's no way he can fucking redeem.
Like they kind of got through to Thor a little bit there, and then
Then he got stabbed for his trouble.
Yeah.
You started this fight.
Can't redeem everybody.
Shit.
That's some villain writing that more movies could use.
Right, like not everybody needs to be a redeemable villain. There are sometimes it's just a son of a fucking bitch.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That was done pretty effectively with Zeus too. Atreus moved, you idiot.
Well, he doesn't have a health bar, so he's fine.
That's true. Can't really die.
Thank fuck for that. Imagine how much harder this game would be if you had to babysit him the whole time.
Oh my god, that'd be awful. Although the next game we're streaming, you do kind of have to babysit a character, so.
Yeah.
But she's actually, you know, she's not nearly as bad as she was in the original.
Right. Hey, at least this isn't as bad as the Odin fight in Jotun.
No, that was hard, man. That was genuinely difficult. That's funny that we have also done 2 different Odin boss fights fairly recently. Though.
Yeah. Very different versions of Odin, too.
Yeah, very, very different versions of Odin.
You know, Odin doesn't hit as hard as I thought he would.
I mean, I think that's, again, just the thing with, like, these gods, they're intentionally depicted as being kind of human. Okay. We're also not playing on, like, the hardest difficulty either, to get through the story faster. This was actually quite difficult the first time I played it.
Okay. You probably know his patterns pretty well.
Yeah, I also just know what's a decent couple of times. Not, like, for, like, as far as like, Dark Souls, though, but...
Well, yeah. Few things are Dark Souls.
That's actually not, that's not it either.
Ah. Game pulling a fast one on you.
Was your plan really all that much better than
Oops.
you got exactly what you want.
She just died of a heart attack.
That'd be great. They took that news from the well on the Norns before.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's fitting that Freya's here to throw it down.
Oh, yeah. Well, he bound her, so...
Mm-hmm.
But now, I realize there's only one thing I need you to know. You have no hold on me anymore.
That's right. You look with wings.
Do you like that he doesn't stop shit talking?
Mm-hmm.
It's like he just does not.
Now I'm going to teach you what it's like to lose everything. Bow to your queen.
Throw a crow at her.
Just throw a crow.
That was his plan?
No, that was just a distraction.
Okay.
But throw a crow at it.
Yeah. That's a pretty good combat move. People gotta do that more often, you know.
Throw a crow at that bitch.
Yeah. I wanna see that, like, you know, like fucking UFC and shit, you know, somebody's like...
Just throw a crow.
Yeah!
Right in the middle of the fight.
Some David Blaine motherfucker.
Crows!
Crows, my only weakness! He's gonna take a look in that ass crack of history, dude.
No more fighting.
Yeah, don't trust him.
This is your moment, Loki. Rowan tried to hide you from me, but this is your destiny. Champion of the Northern. Only he can put on a mask. Only he can gaze into the truth of creation. Unfold the secrets of life and death. No more doubt, no more confusion. You're born for this. Put on the mask, Loki. Ask him. Ask him the question.
How funny would it be if Loki just went over there and just punched him in the gut? Well, we come full circle on that thing, on that arc.
Oh yeah.
Why did you do that? What was it all for? You choose to mean nothing.
Now he's got that crow down there. Oh, he destroyed it, that noose.
You're gonna need a lot more crows, Odin.
Yeah, you need a lot more crows for this, you bitch. Got like a lightsaber whip going on.
How funny it would be if he actually had an attack that was just spamming you with crows.
There's a swarm of them.
Full going, caw in your ear. Oh wait, did he?
He actually did just throw crows. No, he straight up did throw some crows.
I wasn't expecting that. That's good shit.
Maybe he was who was really doing all that shit in Alan Wake.
Just Odin the whole time.
An interesting twist.
Oh
yeah, no,
Crows gotcha.
There you go.
This is like Alan Wake.
They actually do. Oof.
What if he's just like a whole bunch of crows in like a suit?
That's all Odin really is. Now this fight, dude, this part was like a harder to have too.
It does look a lot harder.
Come on.
Man, those crows are really getting you. They're
crows.
winging you.
I know, he's making me eat crow.
I hope Michael's here for this part.
Thank you for taking care of that for me this time.
Yeah, for once. This spear's putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, the spear is awesome. That's a really good new weapon.
I like how it so effortlessly pivots from range to post-combat, too.
Really is fucking handy.
Sekiro could use a weapon like that.
Yeah,
No crows this time, motherfucker. Oh shit. What does that book do?
Now he's got that like
a
protection.
Shaolin monk.
Oh.
That same kind of like elemental protection that regular enemies have been having.
Okay.
So we have to switch weapons depending on what shielding he puts up.
You know, a lightsaber whip would be a really cool Star Wars weapon.
That would be pretty.
That would be a cool Star Wars weapon.
I'm surprised they've never done one.
Oof.
They've been running out of creativity for a long time.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why they got Lizzo on there now.
Oh, I saw that they're submitting that for an Oscar.
The Lizzo scene in particular?
Yes.
An Oscar?
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. Disney's actually like... Or no, sorry, anime, because that's TV, but yeah. But still.
What the fuck?
Who was the other has-been they had in that scene?
Jack Black.
Well, I like Jack Black. I think he just said yes because he was high. He didn't even look like he knew where he was.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he was just like, oh, a chance to be in something Star Wars. Sure.
I think they should make Lizzo and Jack Black the new main
need some
characters.
help to do it if you're going to be fighting so close
I
combat.
mean, that might be better than what we
there
have.
you go. Nice.
Oh shit.
We need Blades of Chaos for this, or what?
Yeah.
Try not to die, I guess.
Yeah. We're getting close.
Yeah, we're getting close. Oh, shit.
And now it's the spear.
Those balls don't follow you around, do
He's
they?
quick. Oh, Yeah, you can rage. There we go.
Oh shit.
Not too much longer now.
Down to the wire on this one. There you go.
There we are.
Nice.
Man, they're just gonna curb stomp him right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was our chance, Loki. I could have had my answers. I could have learned the truth. You took that away from me. I could have made things better. We could have made the 9
I didn't give a shit about that.
for me. It was about you. Destroying everything. My home, my family.
You did that yourself, motherfucker.
He is like the most like textbook narcissist.
There's always a choice. You have to stop.
Dude, you gotta stop
This
it.
ain't gonna work. Just cut his head off and be done with it.
I have to know what happens next.
You die, that's what happens next.
We'll never stop.
I mean, you can't say they didn't give him a chance.
Yeah? Just gonna shove that in his eye.
No, he's pulling his soul out.
Oh.
And then there's that shot of the prophecy, which looked like Kratos dead in Atreus' arms.
Oh, okay.
It's Odin.
Just a different bald motherfucker.
It's a different bald bearded. Yeah.
Funny would it be if Kratos just threw it as far as he could?
You can tell he wants to.
Throw Odin's balls in her hand. They can play golf with it. Just Odin's like soul trapped in there going, no, go! Nice.
It's awesome.
Makes sense.
Kind of had to let him.
Yeah, it had to be the one. Everybody else had kind of gone through that shit already.
The dwarves can walk in and out of the realms. Guys did not plan this part well.
No.
Well, this is also kind of. This is one of the few parts of the game I think is kind of not written very well because the god Freyr dies in Ragnarok in Norse mythology, so they just had to be like, well,
we have to kill him off
we have to kill him off somehow. So it's just like, yeah, that's like an arbitrary death to have,
Yeah,
just because
it's kind of forced in there.
it's just because it matches up with the mythology itself. But there's also so many other things that don't.
Yeah.
So, like, why do you?
You could have changed this part. In a way
Yeah, they really didn't need to have him.
Alternatively, if they're gonna do this, they should have done it before the Odin boss fight, because then at least there would be like a stake that matters to the story, kind of.
Yeah, well, like Freyr's he just spends so little time with him in the general.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, he just doesn't leave.
He could have just been a background character. It could have been fine.
Like, I think it works for Freya's arc, but then having his death happen just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think this is a great game. That's one of the few spots where I'm like, you guys didn't really know what to do with that.
No.
Oh, she doesn't have the spaghetti sauce in her mouth anymore.
Give me Dishonored vibes.
I see that. Man, I wonder what that studio is going to be doing now.
After Deathloop?
After Redfall.
Oh, right. Oh, God, yeah. Fuck. Fucking Redfall.
I mean, Golem's a disaster, but Redfall is also, like, a huge...
Yeah. They shit the bed.
Redfall's a disaster for Microsoft in particular, too, because they'd only had, like, the 2 exclusives coming out this year. And that's one of them.
What's the other exclusive?
Starfield.
Oh, they're fucked. They're doomed.
I also don't give a shit about that game either.
Well, plus, I mean, you told me that like they've had interviews where they're like, yeah, it's not going to be that great.
Yeah, no, dude, it was specifically because of the Redfall, like the controversy of that game releasing as unfinished as it did. It's literally Phil Spencer, the head of the studio, came out and straight up said,
don't get your hopes up.
Well, he basically was like, there's no... I'm trying to remember exactly how he said it, but he said there's no world in which Starfield comes out and it's an 11 out of 10 and it makes people buy the Xbox. He's like, that's just not going to happen. And I'm like, you're really setting expectations. Hey, guys.
I'm so glad you're both alive. But no idea.
Enough about us. You should find your father.
Yes, we should.
That's kind of the epilogue portion.
Yeah. There's kind of like how you went to went to your house at the end of the first one, and there was like that extra bit at the end before the actual credits played. This also has one of the 2 crows. What's that crow gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, Odin's not going to be throwing it at people, so that's a step up in the world.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about you. I'm sorry, I don't care.
Gotta make sure my dad is
that dude did not have very much screen time.
No, he did not. You guys gonna tell? You can just let me have the beer. Can I? No, can I? Oh, it's not gonna let me do it.
You gotta talk to the Valkyries first. All 3 of them.
Oh, these aren't Valkyries.
Wait, is that 2 Valkyries?
These are 2 of the dark. These are the elves.
Oh, okay.
These are the people that were with Freyr, and so that's that whole group of characters that like you could get to know by doing all the side content, and they actually feel like they matter if you do.
But this is the first time we're seeing them.
No, it's not the first time you're seeing them.
I don't remember them.
You've seen them quite a few times.
Have I?
Yeah.
Well, this is the first time I'm seeing them now.
God damn it.
I'll tell you, they didn't make much of an impression on me, so...
Well, I mean, but you saw them. I'll definitely say that.
Are you sure that wasn't another me?
Might have been.
What other you?
Like from an alternate universe? Like maybe you have memories of showing them to me in another universe?
No. Why would I know?
I don't know.
We're from the same universe.
Yeah, but you're always going out and collecting other cats from alternate universes, you know, because like eventually...
What is this now? I've got some multiverse cat owner.
Yeah, you're like the fucking Thanos of cats,
you can't get enough cats in this realm. Now you're going and stealing them from other realms.
Yeah,
there's plenty of cats.
Well, you always try to steal cats that look the same, and eventually you're going to run out of cats that look the same in this world. So you got to branch out to other universes, you know.
Yeah, you're fucking weirdo, Sage.
No more than 3 cats, man. There's a limit.
Per universe?
3 cats, a dog, probably get a lizard pretty soon.
A snake.
Ooh, you gonna be one of those snake guys?
No, dude, we have had this conversation so many times. There's no snakes. Snakes don't love you.
What about a fox? You want a fox?
No, I don't really.
What's wrong with foxes?
I don't know, man. They don't seem like inside animals to me.
How about a goat?
Also not an inside animal.
Ferrets.
They smell.
So do cats sometimes.
Yeah, no, ferrets have like a stench, man.
Okay.
Ferrets have a stench.
Rabbits?
No, rabbits are out. I never understood rabbits as pets.
Chinchillas.
They die. They're fucking weak. Chinchillas are weak.
They are. What about finches?
No. No birds.
No birds?
No birds of any kind.
Why not birds?
No birds.
What's wrong with birds? What do birds do to you? Someone throw a crow at you?
No, nobody threw a crow at me, but still no birds, man. No birds.
Maybe later we can find some treatments.
Okay. My turn.
It's a giant dog. Yeah, okay. Just talk to the giant wolf.
You gonna get that? Try to put that in your house?
No. That is too big of a dog, man. I like dogs, but that's a big dog.
I bet it still thinks it's a tiny puppy.
It probably does.
Try to sit on your lap and shit.
Yeah, I don't know if he tried to do that Link shit where he just sits right in your lap and then tries to like make out with you.
You would be a pancake. You would be a pancake.
Yeah, you would just straight up be dead. There's no world in which that would ever be fucking acceptable. Just like there's no world in which Xbox is going to have a successful 2023 year.
I don't know, maybe they can put out like a competitor to that Golem game, you know?
I want to know what that other Lord of the Rings game they're supposed to be working on is. Like, what else are they... what's the other fucking IP that they're... I mean, it's Lord of the Rings, but like...
Yeah, what other characters would they use?
Yeah, I mean, were they just going to do a sequel? Like, was it going to be a different character? Or like what's the other worst thing you could play as in Lord of the Rings? Like, what would be the least fun thing?
I don't know. Wormtongue?
Yeah, it's Wormtongue.
Wormtongue's a good answer.
Gotta lick people's ears.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like it's right up this Lord of the Rings.
Honestly, that's probably... Yeah, that's the closest, I think.
Yeah. I don't know, they could always make like an Animal Crossing type shit where you're just in the Shire with all the hobbits who didn't do dick, like...
I mean, that honestly sounds like a better game.
That probably has a bigger, more appealing audience.
So what I'd do if I were to make a game like that is I'd have a soft timer for when the orcs invade.
So, what was the end of the story?
What?
Before Ragnarok.
What?
I promised to finish it if I fell asleep.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
He asked why the old man had called for him. Seeing death before him caused the old man to consider his request. After a moment, he asked that death help him lift the logs onto his back, so that he may continue on his journey.
He wasn't ready to die.
He wished to keep living.
There's a lot of smoke out there.
Seems when Asgard fell, pieces of it ended all.
No, it's just one hell of a barbecue.
These some angry are near them. That's not what I brought you here to see.
Oh, one last one.
One last of those murals.
Kratos is going to open it up. It just says, fuck you.
Odin was here.
Mother? My shrine in Jotun. She destroyed me. She didn't want us to know her.
Forged our own path because of her.
She went against her own people. Our people. To protect you. I don't know, Odin. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some of them are just fucking wood.
Father, I need to talk to you about something. There are other giants out there. And I've got to find them. I think I know where to look.
Egypt. Fucking go look in Egypt, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, they're fucking hiding in a tomb.
Oh, by the way, did you see what Alex got me for my birthday?
I did. It's fucking beautiful.
And, yeah, that too.
Okay. It's a good collection, man.
It's his favorite movie, dude. He loves that talking dick.
No, I've actually never actually watched it.
Yeah, Sage, what is it with you and your obsession with
I haven't seen it. I just know there's a talking penis.
I know,
that's what made me not watch it.
Yeah, that's why I haven't seen it.
But you can watch it now. I think it's a 2-disc set.
Oh, 2 discs of talking dick.
Oh my god.
There's some bonus features.
Bonus features or boner features?
Boner features, dude.
Boner features.
That's what that movie's about.
They'll show you how to make your dick talk.
I think that this is what we're talking about.
Do feel like I might have to go back and play this game myself to like
really
have more of like the emotional context of it.
Yeah,
play through it.
We can't take anything seriously.
No,
we're gonna play the side missions and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We left a lot on the table.
Yeah,
I left a lot on the table on purpose, so that you could still go back and play it, and it would be worthwhile, even if you've seen a bunch of it already.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, even when we played the first one, or fourth one, or whatever, we also skipped
Kratos could only hug for so long.
Yeah, 3 seconds is good, boy.
Yeah.
Try not to kill too many people. Why even give us subtitles?
Yeah, I don't know. Telling you, man. There's also the idea that you could do a bunch of mythologies in one game.
Right, because they've alluded to like Celtic stuff.
Yeah, Celtic, Japanese, Egyptian. Yeah, I feel like there's more hits even than that at some of the other places they could go, but
he's about to drink some rum, dude.
The manly head nod.
Well, Kratos' heart hurts.
Yeah. It's the most emotion I've seen him feel in a long time, besides rage.
Yeah, I mean, they actually did give him a real character arc across these games.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's no longer like cartoonish Murder Man.
Kind of missed cartoonish Murder Man.
I mean, cartoonish Murder Man is
that
fun,
only lasted one game, though.
Yeah.
Is the thing. Right, he wasn't a cartoonish Murder Man in 1 or 2. He was actually a very sympathetic, like, oh man, he got fucked over bad. Yeah. And then it was only 3 where he was like just unreasonable.
Oh, what do we got here?
This is Kratos' journey, like the other side was Atreus's.
Interesting.
Fighting Thor.
How does it end?
With Kratos being worshipped.
Oh shit.
Huh. Interesting.
As the god of the 9 realms.
Damn. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Well, I mean, the only way to have a character be redeemed from like genocide is to have him like prevent genocide. I guess.
Yeah, that's what it takes.
It's like Kratos is like becoming gonna be the ruler of the 9 realms.
That is pretty crazy.
That's pretty silly. Like Kratos is the All Father now.
Yeah, that's cool. Hopefully that means he gets to keep both his eyes. Does that mean he's going to be throwing crows at people?
Start throwing crow.
Yeah. The Crow Father. Man, I can't wait for the TV series to fuck all this up.
God damn, dude, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be really bad.
It's gonna be really bad, dude.
And then we got one more. We got one little short side mission to go do.
Okay.
And there's a couple. There's 2 things that we're gonna skip that we might have done next week if we had done it, split it up. So you can find Thrud, like finding Mjolnir where it landed, and her like picking. So like clearly she's going to be the one with Mjolnir.
Okay, so she's like the next Thor.
Yeah, she's gonna be the Thor or whatever in any future whatever game.
Like if they do another game that's like the Muppet Babies version of this, that'll be her job.
Then the other big thing that we're not going to do, just for time's sake, is if you go to Niflheim, they said like when Asgard was destroyed, like pieces of it fell everywhere.
Is Niflheim where the Niffler comes from?
No. But the last Valkyrie. That is another one of the bitch boss fight, optional boss fights in this one. So there's the 1 Valkyrie in this one versus like the 8 or whatever that were in the last one. Either way though, there is a prison in Niflheim, like that fell out of Asgard.
Is that where Golem is?
No, it's where Tyr is.
Oh.
It's where you can go and find the actual Tyr.
What's he like?
You don't get to spend much time with him, honestly. He basically is like, you basically tell him what's happened, and he's like, I have a lot to think about, and then he just kind of leaves. And then you can find him around if you like wander around the open world. He's got like little bits of advice, but it's mostly just about him like kind of learning about what the fuck has happened. Rather than any like big significant character.
It would be funny if you could like tell him about what Odin did. He'd just be like, that bitch.
He's very zen. Like,
okay.
He is zen like that. He is very he's not scared of anything, but he's very zen and peaceful. And every time you find him in each of the different realms, he's doing like Tai Chi.
Huh.
Which again, he's got all the Egyptian hieroglyph tattoos. He's the one character that is known to have traveled around the whole world or whatever. Right. So he clearly has been to the east.
Picked up some martial art type things.
Yeah. So that could be a hint that maybe we're doing an Eastern setting next.
That'd be cool.
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Who knows? Something. I feel like Egypt is the one I want to see the most, but.
Yeah, because I mean, we don't get that many Egypt mythology games.
Yeah, no.
And when people try and do Egypt,
I do wonder if we're in the middle of a Egypt trend because Total War is doing an Egypt game now.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
It's actually sounds kind of interesting because they're doing specifically Egypt set during the Bronze Age collapse.
Oh wow!
So it's going to be like way more apocalyptic than they've ever done.
Yeah, everything just collapsing.
Linda also mentioned there's going to be a get-together on her Brock's memory, Bab's Tavern and Starflight. I'd like to go.
Yeah, and then obviously we had the Assassin's Creed Egypt one.
That was actually good.
Yeah.
Although that wasn't so much about the mythology.
No, well, it had little bits of mythology.
It did have parts of it, but for the most part, it was
more historical.
More historical.
The Total War game will presumably be like that as well. But
it's like that. It doesn't even feel like it's Sindri's house anymore.
Yeah.
Not without Brock.
And then that's Brock's funeral. They just mentioned that's the last side mission we're doing.
Oh, gotcha. Nice.
You have to come here first. He's angry we have not been doing his side missions. Yeah, here we go. She'll invite us.
No.
She looks like a Ghostbuster.
forever, neither will Lear.
Nice.
We're gonna put him on a little boat, then burn it.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
At least if you're doing a Viking funeral for a dwarf, you save money on the boat.
Yeah, it's true. Doesn't have to be a big boat. Yeah, there we go. That's
Bay of Booty? What? Why are we going?
Bay of Booty.
Are we going to the Bay of Booty?
We're going to the Bay of Booty.
Is that where we're sending Brock? Because that would be a good send off, you know.
I'm sure he'd love the Bay of Booty. Yeah, I can't believe we actually finished this today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be a whole extra stream.
I thought it was going to take 2, but that's okay. It's nice to finish it. And this will even if we're going a little over our normal time here,
Right.
just to take care of this and be done with it.
What?
Just random dwarves in here.
I had to build a chest just for his violations. A big one.
That one's got like an Australian accent.
Why not? I mean, the dwarves don't always gotta be Scottish.
It does fit though.
Yeah.
The Scottishness of the dwarves fits with their brash personalities.
But doesn't Australia also fit?
I suppose that's true.
I would like to see a fantasy world where they just do all the dwarves as Australian. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I could get into that.
Have like a dwarf Steve Irwin and shit.
I always thought you were one of the dumbest creatures I'd ever met. Didn't expect you to be the bravest, too.
This world is a darker place for you leaving it. We're taking him to the Sphaired Sands. It's in the wetlands. We'll wait for you there.
Is that a doorbell? But it was on the inside.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. must have been something else.
I don't think they figured out the concept of doorbells quite yet.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, that had to be something else.
What else could it have been, though?
It's a great question. I didn't even see that, to be honest. So I don't even know.
I mean, it was too small to be anything else other than, like, I don't know, an artificial nipple.
Yeah, it's part of science, right?
Yeah, well, we have to take the ferry over, but...
Right.
There we go. This is like the first mission of the game, basically. This little area right here.
Yeah, so we fought all those lizard things.
Yep. In like November.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole year ago.
Not quite, but...
What are you talking about? It was 2022, now it's 2023. It's
It was
how time
November
works.
2022.
Sage, don't you know how time works?
Dwarves don't typically require formal wear at funerals.
Rock certainly did not.
Huh.
So, now you've got me thinking of what I might look like with some jewellery around my neck stump. Some gold woven into my beard. Quick fetch, eh?
Why not some earrings while you're at it?
Yeah, right. You can actually wear those.
Yeah.
Come on, surely he'll be along. It's his brother.
Let's hope so. Loss can do things to a man. You made it.
Yeah, this is definitely a good pick of a side quest to do, because it's like good closure after that.
Like I said, man, really probably my favorite character.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, definitely.
He's a stone cold badass to the end.
He was also the only one that noticed
Yep, he
how
was.
fucking weird the
Tyr was.
fake Tyr was, yeah.
It's a good twist, you know, have the dumb character be the one to figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
He even was like, all you've done is make some passable dirt soup.
The fuck is that thing?
It's a hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, okay.
No joke. That is what that is. That's
I did not know what that looked like.
It's called a hurdy-gurdy.
That thing Swedish chefs always talk about.
Oh, here comes Sindri.
Nice monocle.
It's like a lute that you crank.
Sounds really shitty.
I feel like they must have been using those to make the soundtrack from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, probably.
Just think how much money they're going to save on Mimir's funeral when he finally dies. You don't even need a boat, just a basket.
Yeah.
Like Moses being floated down the river.
It's just a head. That'd be a really good retelling of the Moses story.
I'd be all for it.
Yeah.
Okay, he can't throw that. Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure she's going to shoot the thing.
Yeah, damn, it's too bad about Brock, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
He's gonna be lacking in the later games. Yeah.
What do you do at a Viking funeral if your archer sucks?
Well, they had that joke. Actually, that was actually one of my favorite scenes in Game of Thrones. They actually did have that.
Yeah.
They did have that moment where they
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The dude came up and just fucking ripped it out of his hand.
That was funny.
But what if you don't have somebody on hand who can, like, solve the situation for you?
Right.
I don't know. I guess you just keep trying.
Everybody just kind of cringes, and it just ruins the whole thing.
But then eventually the boat's going to float away. It's going to be too far, you know?
And then it's all fucked.
Yeah. No making up with him.
Nope. I mean, we basically ruined his life, so...
Mm-hmm.
Brock's riddle. Amir couldn't figure out.
Mm. Damn.
And that's the actual credits.
Nice. Good place to put it.
Dude. Nice.
That's a solid ending.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
We did it.
There we go. We
Fucking
did it.
did it. we finally beat this game.
And it only
Right.
took 6 months.
Yeah. All right. I actually do have a roll though.
All right.
No, for sure. We're wrapping up right now
we're
anyway.
kind of late here.
That's
No,
all right.
we went a little extra. Just
No, I'm glad we finished. It wouldn't make sense to do it on another stream.
Yeah, just leave these last 10 minutes or whatever.
No, yeah, for sure. We don't even have to stay on through these credits. I can let that play off stream. But yeah, hell yeah, we'll be back and we'll finally be doing something new next week.
Hell yeah, man.
Resident Evil
Resident
4.
Evil 4.
Very excited for that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Eric Gooch.